let's have a go. Let's see what games we got. I mean, if it comes up with page 1, I'll just have to play all the Ninja Turtles and Contra games, but that's a 1 in 40 chance. So we're going to have to do page... Let's see. Page 26. It's maybe a bit of a questionable page. So what this means is I have to do games 261 to 270. Also, you won't be able to see this on stream. I do want to point this out. This console, they tried to rip off the Nintendo Entertainment System as much as they could, to the extent that they actually didn't even include turbo buttons on the controller. If that becomes a problem later on, I may see if I can find another controller that does have the turbo buttons, but, well, let's play some of the greatest games of all time. Contest 2004. Just going to turn the sound down on my end so it doesn't echo. So, yeah, this game might look familiar if you've seen my Nice Code series, where I did every single game that they put out for, you know, Famiclone hardware. Yeah, this is a game that I have looked at in the past. I think this was based on, what was it? Saboteur? Because they basically did like a conversion of Saboteur, which was an unreleased Atari 2600 game. And that got released on the Atari Flashback, which was basically a Famiclone like the original one was. And then the later ones used like actual Atari clone hardware or ARM chips or whatever. And, yeah, you can see a real auspicious start to the series, considering that all I have to do to beat this game is just to move to the left of where the enemy is and just hold down the A button and I win. like, this is how you play your game. Oh, except if the computer decides to cheese it. So, hello, RST. How are you doing? Also, yeah, you can skip 5 pages at a time. It's a big reason why I chose this system. I've got other clones where you can't even skip the pages. Also, they seem to have, like, fewer games on them. Like, they have some, like, 300 games. This at least has 400. And there are some interesting ones. You won't necessarily get that from these games. Also, I will say for the record, I do give myself the right to veto some of these games. Stuff like this, where... Well, firstly, this game has no ending. It actually does go on forever. I did play this for a while once, because I was bored. And, yeah, this is it. You just do this over and over until you get bored and switch the game off. Like, and as you can see, like, there's no challenge. Like, this is it. Like, you pretty much... like, this is all you do. Just go to the left of the thing, and then you win. Like, this is like... This... I would say this is like an Action 52 game, but, like, even those games had a bit more going on. Even if they were broken. But this is also broken. You know, I'm gonna do, like, level 20, and then we're gonna move on. This is one that I think we're gonna have to skip, pretty much, because not only have I covered this before in the Nice Code series, and there are a lot of Nice Code games on this, and there's not really much reason to show them off again, for the most part. Unless maybe if I want to actually try to beat them. But as I say, this game has no ending anyway, so it's pointless. It's like someone tried to make a game based on, like, the DVD menu. You got the thing moving about. It's like, is it going to go into the corner? Yeah. Actually, you know, I didn't get a chance to see what the games even were on that page. But, you know, it's nice to get some of the extra crappy games out of the way early. And then we can... Oh, actually, I should probably remove the random number generator thing off the screen. Fucking... There we go. Not that the game deserves better, but let's see. We've got other such classics. We have Cookie's Labyrinth, Crystal Blast, Deformable, Dejectile, Egg Contest, Escapeway, Fez Treasure, Falling Blocks, and Fated Pirate. Like I say, some of these games you can't beat anyway. And, like, Contest is a great example of a game that really I'm better off just skipping, since the game is so easy that I'm probably more likely to crash the game than to get a game over. But here we go, Cookie's Labyrinth, which is kind enough to not have any irritating background music, so this automatically makes it the best game we've played so far. Also, this is actually more of a game as compared to the previous one. Like, that game, literally, you just hold down the A button and just move next to the enemy and you just win. Yeah, you gotta put 400 games on here one way or another. And if that means putting like 100 shitty nice code games that no one in the right mind would actually want to play, then, you know, so be it. I wonder if this game is based on anything. I think this one might be original. Because, as I say, the last one, they based it on, like, the boss fight thing from Saboteur. Except they, like, took out half the mechanics and made it really simple. So it's, like, barely a game. Like, at least this kind of is a game. It's a very basic game, but at least it is a game. I think this may have been a game that was supposed to have... Is it an Elmo theme? Are they going to make this Elmo themed? I can't remember. Now, there were a bunch of games like that. And I know at least one game still has Elmo in it, which is quite funny. So here we go. Play as the mouse. Eat all the flashing cookies. Why the cookies are flashing, I don't know. Maybe they're radioactive cookies. Going to turn me into a superhero. I mean, it'd be more interesting than anything we've seen so far. Hello, Clip. How you doing? Yeah, we're working our way through one of the, like, nice code pages. I think this game actually does end, so I will try to play through this one. Because I don't remember if I actually played through this on stream in the past. I might have done, and just forgot. But I do know this game ends, so, you know, at least there is that. So I think you gotta do this, like, reasonably fast. Like, there is at least a little bit of challenge to it. A nice start. I wonder what happens if you touch the green thing. I'm guessing you just get an instant game over, but who knows. Also, hello Otis, how you doing? Glad to see you're done with work. I was doing a bit of overtime myself. Which, honestly, is probably more fun than some of these nice code games. Because at least I know I'm getting paid to do that work. You don't get paid to play nice code games unless you're that good at it. You know what the sad part is? I have played worse games than this. Like, on this stream. Like, you compare this to, like, Sonic Adventure 7. Like, this is not as bad as that. Oh, does it? Okay. Maybe that could be a useful trick. Like a warp. Ugh. Okay, maybe not. Oh, come on, I didn't even touch it that time. Game's just being bollocks. Oh. Yeah, it's one of those, like, one pixel touches the enemy, you just instantly die. And I don't think I'm even going to have enough time to beat this level. Which actually is maybe not the worst thing in the world, considering the caliber of what I'm playing, but, you know. Oh, I'm going to finish the game. Oh! Talk about clutch play. Good. Oh, we did it! Yeah, you know what? Maybe I need to add a count. Like, how many games I've beaten so far. Hold on, let me, maybe I could put that on screen. Because the game doesn't fill up the screen anyway. Yeah, I don't remember actually beating this game on stream. Yeah, I'm just going to put win count. Games. Hold on, I don't want aerial because that looks... yeah, graphic design is my passion. That's not what I'm going for. Here we go. No, where is it? Oh, I want to see the text on screen and it's not displaying it. Great. No, it's just not doing it. Yes, apparently OBS has lost the ability to display text on screen. Oh, okay, maybe it doesn't like the font I was using. Okay, I'll try this one. Oh, Yep, this is going wonderfully so far. Yeah, like, why is it... Why is it reversed? No, I don't want to reverse it. I want to display it normally. Not that weird. There we go. Games completed 1. Okay, let's see what the next game is. Well, I'm 1 for 2 so far, and that record could be a lot worse. It could be 0 for 2. What about Crystal Blast? Yeah, blast. Not a good word with video games from my experience. Yeah, cool hit detection game. Realistic. Oh yeah, this is that one game that you find coded in BASIC for like any computer from the early 80s. Yeah, just bomb all the things before you crash into them. I don't know if... Does anyone know if this game has an ending? Because I actually don't know. I don't remember actually finishing it. And, like I say, a lot of these nice code games just go on forever. Yeah, if only this game had bass. I'm going to turn the radiator off. It's getting too warm for me. These games are getting me hot enough as it is. Yeah, here we go. Blast them crystals. Yeah, more like crystal meth. Which actually is probably a better use of your time. Indulging in that rather than playing this game. Also, if anyone wants me to turn the sound down for these games, please let me know. Also, there is the skip game option if anyone really wants me to move on to the next game. You know, I'm glad to get some of these games out of the way right now, and then we can start moving on to, you know, like real games. I'm not saying these games are necessarily fake. I mean, obviously they exist in the world, but they're not games that people had back in the day. Turn the game audio off. Sure. I'll turn it back on for the next game, though. Remind me to do that. Yeah, I'm glad I put that option in there. Unfortunately, I still get to hear the audio a little bit. I suppose I could mute it if I wanted to, but I'm too lazy. Oh. Like, if you don't hit, like, the dead center of the object that you're trying to hit, it just doesn't count for some reason. Also, yeah, like, the audio, it really is just... You know, we just took, like, a nursery rhyme and just put it in the game. Like, we decided that that was the soundtrack. Oh, Ducky. I think it is. Like, that is a game that tends to appear on these clones a lot, so I'm going to assume that's on here, because I don't see why it wouldn't be. Also, like, usually when I see games like this, it tends to just be just a regular plane trying not to crash into skyscrapers. I'm guessing maybe they thought that was too violent for this. Look, oh, like, you mean to tell me that didn't come into contact with all of those objects on the way down? Like, they obviously, like, grazed all of them. Like, it wasn't even, like, a pixel. Like, it clearly touched the entire thing. You know, it's kind of the opposite of the previous game, in a way. I don't know. It feels like these nice code games, it's always a case of the hit detection always just works against you. So, I don't... recording my voice separately. I mean, I'm just recording just the video just as it is. Like, and I am just kind of specifically recording it so I can, like, trim out the intro and stuff when I re-upload it, just to make it easy to do. Otherwise, it takes, like, 15 hours to render the video through Vegas or whatever it is I'm using to render the videos. Okay, let's see if this has any... Okay, so I can see the stage counter implies that there's at least 10 levels, which is going to be fun. But hey, I can say one thing about this game I like. At least with this game, I can play it and drink my coffee at the same time. Like, because you only need one button to play this. It's like, this is the world's worst Luminous clone. If only this had the soundtrack of Luminous. Actually, I never actually played Luminous much. Maybe that's something I need to do this year. Also, yeah, the patterns in the background. I suppose you can maybe blame that on the output. This does use AV cables, which, you know, this isn't using HDMI or anything like that. Which in a way would make this easier to stream, so I wouldn't have to use the AV to HDMI converter thing that I've got. But that's just how it is. Also, yeah, like I said, there's 400 games. And this is the third game. Animal Consent. Okay, I don't think I want to know what that game's about. Like, please tell me that's not an actual nice code game that I missed. I mean, I'm assuming this Animal Contest, which, you know, as much as Animal Contest is one of the worst things ever, it's probably better than whatever Animal Consent is, let's be honest. Yeah, Animal Contest. I think that game is on this as well. And for the record, that is one of the games I'm going to veto, since, again, that game has no ending. It just goes on forever. I remember seeing a YouTube video of someone trying to play through that game, and they got something like 25 levels in, and it was still going. And it's not even like a case of you lose and then you go back to the title screen and have to do it again. Like, even if you lose, you go to the next level. And I'm not emulating this, so I can't just speed up the games. Which, quite a lot of games actually would benefit from that. Like, RPGs and, like, board games and whatever else. Some of them would really benefit from having a, like, speed up button. Oh yeah, you gotta hit the diamonds twice now, because they're extra tough. Okay. Does anyone know if this game actually ends? Because I'm guessing this one probably doesn't. Again, the fact that it shows 2 digits in the stage counter, because like the previous game had 5 levels and it didn't have that, so I'm going to assume like if the game has more than 9 stages, it's probably, yeah, there probably is no ending, because they didn't bother to program one. I know that there are exceptions, like there is a Bomberman clone which I think has 20 levels and you can't actually beat it. I think that's on this page actually, so come across that soon. Yeah, an auspicious start for this series. A cartoon plane that tries... Actually, what happens if the plane crashes into the things? I want to see this. Because, again, I don't think there's... I don't think there is an ending. So I might as well at least see what the fail animation is. Yeah. To be fair, I probably am about to lose anyway. No, apparently that's it. I guess you only get the 1 life, which is fine by me. Also, like, where is the title? Like, the game doesn't even have a title on the title screen. Like, that's kind of the level we're dealing with. They didn't even bother to draw a title. I've definitely played a version that does have one, and just doesn't show on this for some reason. It's like a hacked version. Okay, here we go. Deformable. I think I remember this. This is like some weird racing game. This one's got different music to what I remember. Yeah, so Deformable... I think this is a... No, this is a clone of an Atari game. Is it Street Racer? I forget the name, but... Yeah, this is definitely copying that. Basically, drive up the screen and pray you don't, like, just crash into things that you can't react to. And to be fair, it's not like the computer's doing any better than I am. Also, yeah, sometimes you just go through the power-ups because it's that kind of game. Okay, let's see what happens if I just stay on the left side of the road. Like, just ignore the right completely. Yeah, we spent, yeah, we didn't actually hire a musician. We just decided to get Algo Music to do the tunes for these games. And called it a day. But, hey, I'm winning. Yeah. It's like it's the worst road fighter I've ever played. And there is a I'm pretty sure Road Fighter is on this as well. Like, pretty much all the, like, early Famicom games that you tend to find on these. Like, you're going to find just about all of them on this, eventually. Unfortunately, I have to wade through these games first, apparently. Well, I won. Yeah, I do remember this game at least being short, so it could be a lot worse. I think there's 3 levels and you're done. Like, that's just, like, every nice code game. Well, maybe not all of them, but, like, the majority of them. Oh, hello, Jan, how you doing? Thanks for, letting me know. So, well, this computer sucks. Like, I was barely even, like, paying attention. And, like, I'm still just wrecking the computer at this. Yeah, like, they made so many rip-offs of Road Fighter. And, like, they couldn't even make the score look halfway decent. Which is quite funny. And I'm sure they got, like, multiple versions of this game on here as well. Actually, yeah, I will point out that with the nice code games on these, from what I remember, they tend to, like, include multiple versions of the same games. So we'll probably end up seeing this game several times on this system. And for the record, with the nice code games at least, I am going to skip the duplicates. I mean, as for the other games, if those get duplicated... okay, I have no idea what happened. I'm guessing I crashed and it just played the wrong animation. I wonder if it's even possible to lose. Like, is this one of those games where if you do somehow lose, and then you get to the end of the race, it just continues anyway? It's like, it's got a bit of like a big rigs sort of vibe to it. Also, yeah, like, you can see that everything comes at you too fast. Like, you can't react to it. That's like the big difference between this and Road Fighter in terms of playability. In Road Fighter, the objects that you're trying to overtake, most of them are also moving, which means that they come at you a lot slower. Here, it's just kind of a case of, yeah, like I actually was trying to slow down there, like I pressed B, and it didn't help. So, either this game has no brake button, or the brake is so ineffectual that it's not even worth using. Yeah, it's barely a game. And, you know, so, like, there isn't even a time limit. It's just kind of, yeah, beat the computer who, like, barely even knows what's going on. It's like someone... it's like my computer was drugged before the race. And that's just how I'm winning. I'm just winning by default. Yeah, boat race. I don't think that one's on here. I don't think the, like, inventor hacks are on this. It seems to just all be nice code games and, like, real, like, commercial NES games. And I'm hoping we get to see some of those today. But, yeah, page 26. Okay, stage 3. Even though it says stage 2, because they couldn't keep track of it. But I'm guessing that's saying it's the end of stage 2, maybe? I like it that my car just has the magical ability to teleport. Yeah, this is it. Ugh. Yeah, look at this. I just passed through the objects as well. Yeah, I mean, the Inventor... The thing is, the Inventor games are more fun because they're ROM hacks of, like, real games. Which I'd imagine is kind of a big reason why. Though, I mean, even their original games tended to be at least a little bit better. Maybe not good, but they have more going on than most of the nice code games. Like, I mean, as far as nice code goes, like, I mean, their best original game is probably the Titanic bootleg. Because, I mean, that's basically like a cinematic platformer where you're trying to escape the Titanic. And, you know, that game is, well, it's way better than these games, let's put it that way. Like, there isn't even any strategy or, like, any real test of skill. It's literally just try not to crash into everything. Although I suppose on the plus side, at least it's not impossibly hard. You do get games like this where you just can't react to what's coming. And the computer, they can just instinctively avoid everything. They just know everything that's ahead. And those games, honestly, I'd say are worse than this. Which I realise is a very low bar. Blooded Jurassic, if only. Though, to be fair, you do need the light gun to play that, and I don't think it has controller support. You know, like, I don't think this has, like, Duck Hunt or anything like that, because, you know, this system didn't come with a light gun, so it's pointless to include it. No, not Titanic. Like Titanic 2005 or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's a different game. Titanic is like the weird beat-em-up game. I've actually got that on a like 15-in-1 cartridge with the pink jelly game. So you know that one's an all-time classic. Yeah, I guess we'll just take a sip of my drink while I wait for the computer to finish. Yeah. I guess that's the problem with a lot of the games on this. Like, even, like, the real games, a lot of them, you really can't finish them. Oh, wait, did the game crash? What's going on? Nope, it just crashes to a grey screen. And then I guess you win. Okay, I guess that means game complete, I suppose? Yeah, we can put that on here. If only this had pink jelly. I don't think this is on this system. It's a shame. I mean, that would have been far preferable to pretty much any of these games. Dejectile. I think I remember this one. Yeah, this is the Bomberman clone that I mentioned. Because, yes, they made a Bomberman clone, and, you know, I'll give them this. It does play like Bomberman. Though, good luck. Yeah, like, you know, it's like the computer, like, deliberately goes out of its way to avoid getting hit. Yeah, it's... I never quite figured out this one. This is a, like, reskinned version of another bootleg. With that one... What was it? No, with the, like, original bootleg... You had, like, different levels. Like, there were some that scrolled, like vertically, and some that didn't scroll. This one, all the stages scroll horizontally. And I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Here we go. I'm not going to play through this one. The reason being that this game is literally impossible. And, yeah. But I will at least try to beat the first level. Just so you can see what it looks like. Take a catchphrase from a classic YouTuber, Steve Benway, if you don't know who I'm talking about. Oh, here we go. I need that, because if you haven't got that, you're not getting very far in this game. Now, I like Bomberman, and there is Bomberman on this, like, you know, the real Bomberman. But, like I said, this game is impossible, which is why I'm not going to play through it. Now, with this game, the reason it's impossible, because I've seen this on YouTube before, just like watching someone try to play through it, and the reason this game is impossible is on one of the later levels, I think it's like level like 18 or 19 or something like that. Yeah, okay, level 19. It is literally impossible because they like because there's like an enemy that spawns outside of the level. And because they spawn outside the level, you can't beat the level. Also, I pressed the B button and it didn't do anything. Like, sometimes the controls just don't work. I don't know if it's because, like, an enemy was encroaching on the spot that I was trying to put the bomb. Yeah, this sucks. Like, I like Bomberman on the NES, for the record. I think Bomberman on the NES is underrated. Your mileage may vary. It's certainly better than this. Like here, like all the computers kind of actively avoid trying to get hit, and that makes it kind of a pain to play, to an extent. Though saying that, I mean, I've certainly played far worse. I mean, let's face it, this is probably still better than Bomberman Act Zero. You know. And let's also face it, this is probably the best game that we've seen so far. Because at least this resembles a video game. Unlike the other games that look like, yeah, just projects that were just thrown together in like 15 minutes. But yeah, still this is not good. Super Bomberman R, I've never played it. Maybe that one's good. I couldn't tell you. Like, here we go. Yeah, it's easy to trap the computers if your bombs are powerful enough. Especially if they're slow like this. Boom! Also, sometimes it just puts the bomb in the wrong spot. And I swear there's meant to be a time limit, but I can't actually see it. Like, does this game have a time limit? Because I can't see one on screen, so... Either... so it's either not displaying on screen, like it's off screen. Because I think it's displayed at, like, the very top of it. And... yeah, I'm guessing the screen is cut off of my setup. Oh, you have the cartridge? I mean, I recently picked up Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Switch. I picked that one up because I never liked Super Mario Galaxy, but I think that's just because I didn't like the controls on it. Like Wii controls are just awful, I think. You know, and I'm sure the Wii fans will be upset, but I'm like, you know what? I didn't like the Wii. Like, the Wii was just kind of a pain to play. Oh, is that the detonator? No, I don't know what that is. I pressed the A button and it didn't do anything, so... Anyway, I'm going to veto this one because, again, since you can't beat this game, there's not really much reason to continue with it. And I think you have infinite lives anyway, so it's not like I can get a game over. Okay, egg contest. I think this is another one of those games that goes on forever. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, I do remember watching videos on some of these Nice Code games, and I do know, again, a lot of them don't actually have an ending, so there's not really much reason to, yeah, try to complete them. Oh, here we go. You put your all into that song, Mr. Or Mrs. whoever programmed this game. It had to have been done by the programmer. There's no way they hired a musician to do these games. Also, like, I was looking up, like, eShop prices on the Switch, like, this morning, because I got, like, so, like, bonus credit on my Switch. I got, like, a gift card thing. And... yeah, like, the price of Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 is crazy. Like, you know, for games that are decades old, you know, like, I mean, the first game came out, what, like, 18 years ago? And, yeah, it's like, I mean, it costs, is it £59, I think? That's crazy to me. I mean, I got my copy from the local market, like, physical copy, for £40. So, I don't know, maybe I got a bargain, but... oh yeah, Alpha Chicken. Because we all know Alpha Chicken does not qualify as a game. But yeah, I was thinking of, like, what games I should get on the Switch. I was like, Balatro maybe? But I'm also like, maybe I'm better off getting the PC version of that. Because that is one I'm interested to play. I like a bit of video poker. Doubtless there's going to be like a Nice Code video poker game on this. But I guess we'll see. Actually, wait, what is the objective? Because... oh, wait, I think I know. Yeah, basically every now and then... yeah, so it, like, drops one of those kind of, like, yellow eggs, and you have to collect it. And you can just ignore the rest. Yeah, so I can safely just ignore the white eggs. Because I don't think those actually do anything. But yeah, so, like, that first level, you know, I collected 8 eggs and I won. I don't know if that quota changes. It's possible. Also, maybe I should change this. Just so none of them, like, go off screen. Because you know that, like, the conveyor belt on the top right goes off the screen. It's not like the eggs wrap around. Even though you can, the eggs can't, which is weird. There is a game that's a bit like this in concept, or at least kind of looks similar. I forget the name. I'm sorry, this is not Careless Whisper. Like, I'm sorry, like, this isn't even a song. And, you know, like... Ugh. I'm never gonna dance again. Because all the music in my head has been replaced with nice code. And you really can't dance to that. Video poker. Yeah, dancing to this. You know, I can dance to a lot of things, but I got my limits. Also, I don't know what it is, what it says about me that, you know, like, I have the ability to dance, like, I'm able-bodied. And yet, like, I am absolutely hopeless when it comes to, like, DDR. Like, I cannot play those games if my life depended on it. Nope, I gotta get more than 8. Or is that 9? I can't even tell. Nope, that's 9. Even though the other number also looked like a 9. But yeah, now, as I say, I think, again, this game goes on forever. From what I remember watching a video of this game online in the past, I think if you get so many levels in, you get like, I don't know, 6 levels into the game, I think it just crashes, and then it just kind of soft locks. Like, they didn't even program, like, a win condition or anything like that, or if they did, you can't reach it. You know, we're talking, like, Action 52. Okay, let's just see what happens when you drop an egg, because it's the best part of the game. Actually, no. I just realised something. Is this meant to be the theme song? This is meant to be the theme song for Crystallis, isn't it? I never liked Crystallis. I thought that game was kind of a pain in the arse to play. But I will give Crystallis this. It's a better game than this. Yeah, here we go. Just get killed by Alpha Chicken. And, yeah, that's about how I feel about this one. As I say, again, I'm just going to skip that one. Because there's not really much reason to try to beat that one. Because, again, there's no way to beat it. But yeah, the 21, it's not a time limit, it's like an egg limit. If you run out of eggs, you lose. Now, Escapeway. I seem to recall this game as near impossible. Like, watch this. This game is weird. So, you've got like red face with sunglasses. Oh, and it's like near impossible. How are you meant to beat this without save states? I don't know. Or rewind, because like the speed just kind of changes on its own. Ugh. Yeah, this one is going to last like a minute. Like, if anything, you actually move too slow to be able to avoid the obstacles in this. Like, you have to speed up, otherwise you can't do it. Like, this I can jump over just fine, but when it comes to some of these other ones, like, you either have to do it, like frame... Maybe not frame perfect, but... Yeah, they don't give you much room for error. I want to at least try to beat this first level. No, it's not happening. Well, that was Escapeway. A game that you can survive on for, like, maybe a minute, if that. It's, like, near impossible. That's the thing about these games. They're either too easy, or they're, like, near impossible, or they're literally impossible because they're broken in some way. Here we go, Fairy's Treasure. Not Fair's Treasure. There is nothing fair about these games. Yeah, this is that game where you have to collect the gold. I don't actually know what the win condition is for this. I'm guessing it's a case of you have to get a certain amount of score. And if you don't get the score, you lose. You know, what happens if I just mash the button? Does it go to the same spot? No. Okay, I see. So it moves at least one each time, which makes sense, I guess. Oh yeah, the Lion King. Oh yeah, that really awful level where it's like you got to be super accurate to dodge things. Honestly, I'd say that Lion King level isn't as bad. Mostly because like nice code games just kind of feel broken in a way that the Lion King game doesn't. The Lion King game is a bastard, but in a completely different way to nice code games. Yeah. Oh, I guess we made it. Next score, 3,200. What does the bone do? I want to see that. Is that a bone or a spanner? I can't even tell. Oh. No, apparently that kills you. Even though it looks exactly the same as all the other gems, it's the same colour, and it glows just like the gems do. So, well done, graphic designer. You really did a bang-up job on this game. Yeah, I mean, Lion King... I never liked the Lion King game, personally. Like, I didn't have it back in the day, and playing it now... I don't know. It's a game that, with a more balanced difficulty, probably would be fine, but I never got into it, really. Also, someone tells me I'm probably not going to beat this level. Because, yeah, I have to get, what, 3,200 points? That's not happening. I feel like if you go into this level, like, barely beating the first one, you're not beating this level. Or, no, I guess I did. Never mind. 5,200. Oh, great. Now I've got enemies I gotta dodge. Ugh. Yeah, this is not happening. To be fair, I played this one for maybe 5 minutes when I played it before. Okay, for a second I thought the game just, like, soft-locked. Like, I would not put it past this game. To be like, oh, you accidentally went off the screen, now you soft-locked the game. Because this feels like the kind of caliber that we're dealing with. Of, like, a game that would do that. Fairy has left. To be fair, the fairy was like, okay, why am I in this game? Okay, I gotta try to get that big gem. I think I've won anyway, so I should be okay. But yeah, like, good luck lining yourself up with anything in this game. And, yeah, like, it doesn't even give you a 0 second. Like, that's how much of an arsehole this game is. So, oh, you want a 0 second? Well, this is nice code, so go fuck yourself. No, and grab the wrong one. Because your character is a doof. Okay, let's... I will actually try to see if this one's got an ending, because I genuinely don't know. Like, maybe this one does. Okay. Again, this feels like just a nursery rhyme that they decided to rip off for the game. It's got that kind of vibe to it, like the sound. Is this worth like 5,000? Because do with that. No, it's like worth nothing. No, I don't think we're beating this level. I think this is it. Like, how are you ever meant to avoid half these things? Like, I'm pretty sure this is impossible. It's like, you gotta go in with just, like, a crazy amount of points to survive the later levels. So, yeah, that's about it for... Oh. Wait, what happened? Yo, this is the best part of the game. I like this screen. We have entered the real fairy's treasure. Kind of looks like if you just glitch up Super Mario Brothers, but okay. It's my favourite game, just for that screen. Falling block. I can't believe I'm nearly done with this page already. I haven't even been playing for an hour. Probably tells you something. Falling blocks. Here we go. So again, I don't think this one is beatable, but we may as well give it a go. So yeah, here we go. You ever wanted to play Tetris but really shit? Well, we've got that covered for you on here. And it's kind of hilarious because, like, this cartridge, not cartridge, this system does have, like, real Tetris on it. Like, there is, like, an actual Tetris on here, I'm pretty certain. And yet, for some reason, they were like, we gotta put, like, fake Tetris on this as well. To appease all the fans of, like, fucked up brick game Tetris. And I don't think there's even a, no, I can't fit that down there anyway. Okay, can I even make a line? Or is the game just going to give me, like, fucked up pieces for the whole game? Hooray! I made lines. There is also, like, a Pikachu version of this, where I think you actually do have the option to just play with, like, normal pieces. Also, yeah, good luck fitting the pieces as well, because, like, you see, like how fast the blocks move. Like, I've seen people complain about the controls in Tengen Tetris, which to me is kind of insane. Like, I'm like, motherfucker, you ever played Nice Code Tetris? Yeah, play that and then come back to me. Just, ugh. I think some people just, they got their standards set a bit too high. Also, I recognise this music as well. This is taken from... Is it Kero whatever? I forget the name. But it was like a licensed, like, Famicom puzzle game sort of thing. And I'm pretty sure they just took the music from that and just stuck it in the game. You can tell, by the way, that the sound driver for this one isn't, like, completely terrible. Like, yeah, we just ripped this one off. Ugh. You know, I do actually own a brick game, which is actually way better than this is. Like, not only do the pieces make more sense, but yeah, like, kind of the whole game made more sense. Like, the controls weren't a lot less jittery, for one thing. Yeah, it feels like, I don't care if you're a Tetris Grandmaster, you're not surviving this one very long. It's just that the pieces just aren't really... I don't know, it's like trying to play Pyramid. It's got that kind of feel to it. Just no matter what you do, you're just going to get fucked over by the blocks. That's just, that's how it rolls in Nice Code Land. You know, I'm, like, genuinely trying to see if there's, like, maybe if there's, like, a win animation, like, you beat the level, and then it's like, oh, you beat the level, cool. And then we'll give you, like a win animation. Let's see that. Something tells me I'm probably not going to get to that point, though. Yeah, that sums it up, I would say. Pretty succinctly. Whatever that word is. Succinct. Succinct? I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I mean, this is what happens when you have to play, like, 10 Nice Code games in a row. You know, Wrath of God. Whatever it was in that one... Is it the Bible game for PS2? Get hit with the Wrath of God. Well, I've got 20 lines and nothing happened, so that's not a good sign. Hold on, can I do the T-spin? Let me try this out. Nope, can't do the T-spin, or you certainly can't do it properly. Because the problem is, you can only rotate the pieces clockwise. You can't rotate them anti-clockwise, which makes it awkward. Okay, that didn't clear the line of thought it would, but whatever. It seems to be throwing out the pieces in a loop. Because it always throws out the one messed up piece and the other messed up piece immediately after it. And somehow I have not lost yet. Don't know how. But yeah, it seems like there is a pattern. that I can work around. Maybe. Also, what is the egg thing in the middle? Is that meant to be anything? Or is that just irrelevant? I suppose this game is irrelevant, but, you know. Then again, so am I. So, you know, who am I to judge? What am I even supposed to do here? So, oh yeah, yeah, you just gotta fit that in there. I can't fit the T-piece there because, again, I can only rotate clockwise, and, yeah, being able to rotate anti-clockwise would help a lot in this game. It's like, there isn't even, like, a line piece, like a regular line piece. Come on, give me 30. I assume this is like Tengen Tetris, you gotta get 30 pieces to win. Which I always thought was a bit much. Yeah, like, I can't even do much with these. It's like, hey, we figured out how to break Tetris. Okay, I can't do anything with that. Okay. Wait, was that not a line? Okay, that is. Is that what it's supposed to be? Maybe like the top part of it. But I'm gonna guess that's not what they were going for. Although, to be fair, I don't think they were actually going for anything in particular. I think they were just like, well, we've got to put something there to fill space. Make it look a bit less empty. Like my life. I don't mean me, I mean like the person that they hired to make the games. Because I guarantee you, like Nice Code, it had to have been like a sweatshop. You know, like a, what do they call it, a meat grinder? Had to have been that sort of thing. Because you don't make games like this and actually enjoy your work. Like, I refuse to believe that. And, okay, I think this is about as far as we're getting. Yep, can't rotate the piece. Okay, well, that's it. I beat a level, so, yeah, I think that will do. But hey, at least we can scratch this page off the list with Fated Pirate, which is a great name. Okay, what is this? Well, I can see the font at the bottom taken straight out of Bubble 2. Wait, there's 100 levels of this? Okay, we're not doing all of them. I'm playing, like, maybe a couple levels of this. How does this game work? So, I know what this game is. This is that game where you have to blow up the boats. Oh, no, apparently the A button just shoots. I thought, like, the A button moved, but no. No, how am I supposed to move? Like, okay, A button... Yeah, like, there's no move button. Oh, I have to press start to move. Yeah, they're real intuitive. Also, I can just make the boats crash into one another, which is nice. Okay, I think I've figured out the secret. Just hang out on the side of the screen, and then you'll just win. Yeah, like, the computer is, well, non-existent. So, yeah, why is it playing a device? It's like, they may as well just play, like, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star during this game. It would make just as much sense. Yeah, I don't even know what you're supposed to do in the middle of the screen. It just feels like, well, you're kind of stuck. Oh wait, why did the enemies keep spawning in? I thought I'd kill all of them. Or maybe it's like, if I don't kill them a certain way, you lose. Hold on, I got an idea. What's this? Boom! I actually beat a level. Also, I mean, to be fair, I've always been rubbish at these style of games. So don't expect me to get far with this. Also, it does seem like enemies just spawn in at random too. Yep, there we go. That's the game. Again, I'm pretty sure that one's impossible to beat, or if it does, you'd have to sit there for like hours trying to beat it. So, yeah, not really worth it. Actually, did I beat any of the other games? So I know I beat at least 2. Just having a look at this page again. So, yeah, I beat this one and I beat this one. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Ooh, okay, let's hope for better from the next set of games. So that's one page done already, so off to a nice speedy start. Mostly because you really can't beat a lot of these games anyway. Page... Oh, no! No, we're going to be stuck on the nice code loop. It's going to be obsessed with, like, numbers that begin with 2. So what's on this page? So was it page 24? Wait, I just realised. I did page 27, didn't I? Did I get page 20? Okay, I may have done the wrong page. Okay, page 24. Yeah, it's going to be the one with game 240 on it. Like I say, a lot of these games are going to be repeated. There are probably going to be several games on this page that are the same. But we'll see. Okay, Hexapod War. What's this? Oh, okay. Isn't this like the... Isn't this character from like Link's Awakening? I can't remember. It's like one of the Zelda games. Yep. It's not it's not a NES like Famiclone plug and play until you've got a rip-off of Shark. Like this is literally just the same game but ripped off and with different graphics. Yeah, we're just going to be hitting the nice code loop all stream. Also, why do we just have a pair of wavy lines? Like, that's not even, like, a sea creature. That's just... Yeah, we just threw some lines in the game and called it a day. Yeah, I may as well play this one for a bit, try to see if I can make this blob grow to a fish. What's it called? Hexapod War? Like, they couldn't have just called it, like, Fish War. Or something like that. I love just the random sound effect. Oh no, not the deadly W's. The deadliest of all. I guess I have to get 1,000 points and then I evolve, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, let's touch the worm. It's funny how the pixels kind of wave about weirdly on my screen. Just because of the way this outputs on my TV. I don't know if it's because of the AV adapter I'm using. It's possible. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, now we've got a bigger fish now. Actually, I can't even tell if it's supposed to be a fish or if it's something else. Though I'm going to assume the wavy lines still kill me, so let's avoid that. Yeah, this is probably the best game so far. Just because it's a rip-off of a real game. And there's not really much of an objective, it's just get the most points. Yeah, like, I can't even tell what this thing's supposed to be, but it's getting sprite limited by the game. Okay, let's try to... Oh. Nope, the shrimp just exploded. Like I said, by the way, this console, this controller I've got that came with it, no turbo buttons, which is kind of weird. Oh yeah, Fish War. Well, for what it's worth, I'm pretty certain that the real balloon fight is on this somewhere. Guess we'll find that eventually. I mean, that's the most fun I'm going to get out of this. Okay, well, since there's no ending to this game, and the game itself is dull and forces you to like reset every time you die. Yeah, don't think I'm going to bother with this one. I think I'm going to just call it a day. Yeah. So I think I messed up. I actually did page 27 and not 24, but that's fine. Labyrinth. What have we got here? Labyrinth, come in. You know what? I have to do this.
In this soundtrack.
Oh yeah, I remember this. So you have to choose what direction to go in. So it's like, okay, do I want to go left or right? Well, I want to go left. So it's literally just, whenever you come to a crossroads, you say yes or no. And that's literally it. Like, that's the entire game. So it's just change what the sign goes. But at least it's reminded me of, and this soundtrack. Like, that's the best part of this game. I guess the game technically works, but also it makes me wish I was playing Choo Choo Rocket. Because Choo Choo Rocket, that game's cool. No, and I went the wrong way. Oops. Actually, this song isn't even that bad compared to some of the other nice code songs. This soundtrack! Oh, is that it? Okay, I did it. Good. Good. I always love when the game just says good. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, wait. Sorry, I meant to go right. I pressed the wrong button. Oops. I keep getting the thing wrong, because I'm not really paying that much attention. I'm paying more attention to my chat than the game. Also, it does kind of look like I'm playing as, is it Lucy from Linus and Lucy? One of the, like, Peanuts characters. I mean, the perspective, I think, is the real problem with this game. Like, it's hard to tell, like, what way you'll be going when you go past the sign. Unless you're going up. It's easy to tell if you're going up, but if you're going any other direction, it's awkward. It's like, I don't love, like, the sad face. It's just, it looks like this. Yeah, like that's the fate. Also, okay, I was trying to type that in the chat, and I didn't get the chance to... Like, why even have a timer to press the button? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I guess try to make it urgent, but kind of senseless to me. Okay, Lunarian, or Lunarian. Your boy Lunarian, he's in the house. Okay, what's he up to? Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, this is the, like, shoot-'em-up game. You know, we have Gallagher at home, sort of thing. Oh. Oh no, some of them shoot at you now. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to take a guess, and I might be wrong on this, but I'm going to assume this game also just goes on forever. So I have played this before on stream, and I certainly don't remember there being any ending. Like, maybe you have to play it for like 50 stages, but wouldn't really make sense for this game to have an ending. This is clearly like try to get a high score sort of thing. Yeah, that's the best description of this whole game. Let's face it. No, actually, no, this is the game where if you press the B button, it puts like a barrier. Just blocks all the enemies. Which I guess can be useful. Oh, you know, I cannot wait to start playing some real games on this. Like, I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's gonna feel sweet once I get to play, like, some shitey Imagineering platformer. Because at least there's more to those games. A little bit. You know, like, does this game have Holy Joe? Like, does it have David Crane presenting the game? I don't think it does. Even if they were porting David Crane games. They didn't put his credit in there. So I think this is one of those games where, yeah, resets if you die. Or the level reset. No, I did look through the list. Rocky and Bullwinkle is thankfully not on this. Which is maybe one of the reasons why I played this, so I wouldn't have to endure that one. I was playing Wayne's World a couple of days ago, and that game is terrible. But that one, like, that game is at least terrible in kind of a funny way. The Wayne's World game, it's kind of like Rocky and Bullwinkle, only somewhat less painful. Still pretty shite, but, you know. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of strategy to this. It's just kind of like hold down the A button and hope for the best. Thankfully, this game does at least give you turbo fire. Because that was a common problem with shooters on the NES. Is that you had to mash the button to shoot, and I hated that. And especially on this console, where you don't even get turbo buttons. Yeah, not having to mash the button is at least a welcome relief. So I will give them some credit. These games could be worse. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, only another 330 days till Christmas, but why not? Let's celebrate Christmas in January. Yeah, I remember this one. Though, again, I don't know if this ends. If it does end, I don't remember seeing an ending. Okay, I do remember if you touch the lightning bolt, you just get killed. Because it's that kind of game. God, Radical Entertainment. I mean, what's worse, this game or any Radical Entertainment game on the NES? What to decide? Yes, celebrate Christmas again. You know what? Are you hanging after stalking on the wall? Are you hanging after stalking on? No, honestly, I would say Nice Code. You know what? At the very least, I will give Nice Code this. They didn't make the shitty Rocky and Bullwinkle game. Like that is going to be credit for literally anyone that isn't Radical Entertainment. Like, they have that going for them. Then again, the soundtrack, I would say, is in competition with the Rocky and Bullwinkle game. It is on a similar level. You know, I would have considered doing the 401 cartridge that I got with the Debenhams console. The problem is I don't have that with me. I think I sent it off for preservation purposes, so I don't have that in my house. And it's not accessible online, unfortunately, because no one's been able to get it working yet, I imagine. Or something to that effect, I assume. But hopefully we'll see that at some point in the future. Also, I'm going to guess that I shouldn't touch the creepy face thing. I mean, the background's not too bad, I'll give it that. Like, the background actually looks like there was some effort put into it, which again is better than anything I can say about the graphics in the Rocky and Bullwinkle game. Sad part is, I do have the Rocky and Bullwinkle game on, it's like 150 in one cartridge, which I would have considered playing for this series, but it doesn't work on the Famicom. Like, the cartridge just has some weirdness going on. I mean, if you want me to mute the audio, I can do that for you. Actually, yeah, let's just do that anyway, because fuck the soundtrack. Okay, I'm trying to play the, there we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think this game's better already. Okay. Yeah, there's not really much of a game here. It's literally... It's like Kaboom, but with all the appeal taken out of it. Because, I mean, what made Kaboom work was the paddle controller. And this game doesn't even have that. Or maybe it's less like Kaboom and more like that one game of Action 52 where you have to collect apples. I do remember that. Yeah, Christmas Shark. If only. Oh god, Dynatron City. Yeah, I remember that game being pretty miserable as well. Again, I don't think that game is on this, so I should be in the clear. Like, at least with this game, it's short. Like, I'm not going to... It's like getting a shot. You know, it may be painful a little bit, but it'll be over before you know it. It's one thing I can grant this. Oh, is it quiet? I'll turn it up a bit. Okay, I'll see if this game ends after 9 levels, and if it just goes to level 10, I'll probably call it. Because I do want to see if this game actually ends. Because I'm interested. I'm interested enough to at least try it. Okay. Basically, don't touch the bombs and you're fine. Or the lightning bolt things. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think this is from Sky Shark, isn't it? Sounds like Sky Shark. It's got the kind of drum and bass sound to it. Even though I don't think the arcade version sounded anything like that, but whatever. Drum and bass before it was really much of a thing. Problem is, I can still hear the actual game audio on my end. So, consider yourself thankful you're not the one playing this. Ugh. It's like literally like 5-second loop. Ooh, here we go. Here's a game that I probably will end up playing at some point because they always include it on these clone systems. The Spider-Man game. It's really funny when I think about it. Like, the NES Mini, they really went for quality over quantity, but even then you still have to deal with that god-awful like NES version of Ghosts and Goblins, which is pretty dire, I would say. Though, let's face it, it's probably still better than most of the games I've played so far. I mean, that game, you could at least say it was good for 1986. And these games were made in, like, 2004, 2005 or whatever. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, I thought the game crashed for a second. Okay, it actually does end. So I think we can add Mad Christmas to the win count. We did it! And I can turn the audio back on. Mad Christmas complete. I don't think I actually beat that on stream before, so nice to get some closure on it. Motoboat. Oh, I think I remember this one. Yeah, this is another Road Fighter clone. But this doesn't even have the computer to race against. So I think there were, like, 2 variations on this. Or at least ones where they're a bit different. Yeah, so this one is, like, nearly impossible. And the reason it's nearly impossible is because every time you crash, you have to restart the entire level. It's kind of like Rally Bike on the NES, if you've ever played that. Like, it's stupidly hard. Yeah, there are versions of this where you actually do get to continue from the spot where you crashed, but this is not one of them. We will end up seeing other versions of this, because this is one of those games where they tend to include a lot of different versions of it. Yeah, something tells me I'm probably not going to beat this one. Unless maybe I can cheese it. I do know this one ends. Or certainly the other version of it ends, at least. Okay, here we go. Okay, avoid that, and we're good. Again, amazing 5-second loop. Oh, I actually beat a level. I can't believe it. Okay, I think I figured out the strategy. Yeah, this is how I remember beating one of these games before. Just stay on the left side of the screen. Also, is it, like, evening? Like, why is everything pink all of a sudden? Like, did pink jelly invade the game? Because if so, then, that, you know, mission accomplished. Hold on, did they try to, like, anti-cheese this? Yeah, okay. I think they put more things on the edges, so you can't just cheese it the way I'm doing. Also, yeah, again, the brake button doesn't seem to work very well. Either that or they just don't have a brake button, I can't tell. Okay. Level complete. So, oh yeah, welcome to Pink Antarctica. Oh, no, it's white again. Went back to normal. Like, you can't even dodge that. Like, it's like trying to do like the rug ride in Aladdin. You just don't have enough time to react to what's coming. But even in that game, you get arrows telling you what way to go. So, yeah, that's that. Like I say, there is a version of that where you at least aren't forced to, like, restart the whole level every time you crash. See if we come across one of those. Okay, Panzer Attack. I can't remember this one. This is one that I've maybe played on stream for like a minute. Yeah, so this is the one where you're just kind of at the bottom of the screen. I've played versions of this where it's essentially the same game, except the character can jump, the one that you play as. Here you can't jump because you're a tank, and I guess that just doesn't really make sense. Oh, also the hit detection is bad. Like, you gotta hit the dead center of it, otherwise it doesn't count. Can you feel the Fast and Furious gameplay? Okay. I mean, there are games with jumping tanks. I want to say, I was going to say Moon Patrol, but no, I think he plays a buggy in that game, so I guess that doesn't really count. Okay, I think I figured out the strategy. Okay, go for the bottom ones first, then go for the top ones. Just because you have more time to get out of the way. Oh, come on, you can't even shoot the rocket things, like, you just have to dodge them. It's like, what can we do for the next level? Just put like a 4th turret in there. You know, like kids will think it's different. You know, I do feel for any kids, like, you know, like back in the aughts, like this is what they had to play back in the day. Like they didn't have PlayStation 2 or like a Windows PC. Because that's what I had. You know, I didn't have many PlayStation 2 games, but you know, I had San Andreas. I had Tony Hawk. You know, London Racer 2. Oh, wait, is there only 2 levels to that game? It's like, what should we do for the 3rd level? No, we ran out of time. Just ship it. Okay, well, I guess that makes it 4 games completed on the stream, so, not bad. That might just be one of the shortest games I've ever come across in my life. But hey, if it means we had to play Penta Base... Great. Penta Base. Yeah, this is one of the more nonsensical ones from what I remember. Yeah, you play as like a pentagram that like fires stars at pink things. So I think this is normally known as 5 days, where you play as like a gun turret emplacement. Except here they redrawed all the graphics, so it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like, I don't even know what's going on here. Intrigue. You know, the sad part is that I know what intrigue is referring to, and I think that makes me feel like I'm too far gone with these games. Like, what even am I looking at? Like, I genuinely can't tell. It's the world's worst version of Commando Raid, or whatever that game is called on the Atari. Like, the one where you're playing as like a turret. That game was really cool, by the way. I like Commando Raid, but yeah, it's just... I do remember this being like one of the worst Nice Code games. Maybe not one of the worst, but certainly, yeah, not a good one, let's say. assuming that such a thing exists beyond maybe the Titanic game, but, you know. I feel like this song is based on a real song, but I couldn't tell you what the original song is. But hey, give me all the bonus health, why not? Yeah, so, again, I don't really understand what's going on with the graphics. It's just like, it really does feel like, okay, we have to reskin this 5 Days game. Reskin this turret game. But we don't know what to do. Turn the turret into a pentagram, and turn the enemy soldiers into like weird like Kirby enemy ripoffs. That's what they look like to me. It's like enemies that were rejected from the Kirby series. This does remind me a little bit of Burbles, actually. At least like the sound effects do. Though I'd say, more than anything, I suppose this is more like an LCD game, like a Tiger game or something like that. Like, gameplay-wise, it's closer to that than anything else. Let's be honest. When you reminded me of Tiger, you did something wrong. Because Tiger were the worst. Though, I suppose Nice Code may be in competition. But I feel like... I mean, even Nice Code at least had the Titanic game. Like, that's better than anything Tiger ever put out. You ever seen the Gamecom? Talk about a miserable failure of anything. Yeah, this is it. This is the game! Come on, I hit that. I don't care what the game says. Like, I love that my health is represented by bubbles. Maybe this is inspired by burbles. A little bit. This game came from hell, hence the pentagram. Yeah, I don't even know what the song is supposed to be. Again, it feels like maybe they ripped it off. Because, I mean, like I said, there was that one game earlier where they ripped off the intro theme from Crystallis for reasons. And it sounded awful. Just like a really bad version of that song, but, you know. Motherfucker, you in hell, can you tell? Oh, I think we'll be out of hell soon enough. The way the randomizer's working, I imagine I'm just going to have to do, like, every page that begins with the number 2. And then I'll eventually get to play the real games. We'll see. Also, that hit the enemy. I don't care what the game says. It's like, do you want to spend like 1 minute testing out the hit detection? Eh, it's a minute too many. You know, I've got things to do. Yeah, I got this chocolate bar to eat. It's more important than this game. Let's be honest. Also, yeah, it doesn't really feel like the game changes much. Like, at least in the original game, like, there were buildings or objects that got in the way of where the enemies were going. So you could kind of tell where your shots could go and where the enemies could go. Here, they just replaced everything with the same graphic tile, so you can't even tell anymore. Though it feels like the level design for every level is exactly the same. Like, the shots go... Well, they disappear at the exact same spots every time. Welcome to Nice Code Hell. I'm not sure I made the right choice deciding to do this game system, but, you know. It's my bed, I gotta lie in it. And I am lying in it. It just happens to be a chair-shaped bed. Particularly an office chair-shaped bed. That I used to do all my work. And that work is playing nice code games. Ugh. If I hadn't had enough of this with the actual nice code series. Yeah, I'm playing this until we get some real games. Like today, at least. Yeah, like, you saw that the star just, like, went right through the enemy. Also, like, some of the enemy graphics are just broken. It's like they didn't cut them out properly. I don't even know how you do that on a NES. Also, this level just seems to go on forever. Like, it doesn't even tell you what the quota is, like how many enemies you have to kill. And the game doesn't even, like, stop spawning enemies when you reach that level. Like, because you saw that there were enemies that were still on the screen when I beat that level. Okay, I get the feeling maybe this game doesn't end, but I'll try beating this level and see what happens. Oh yeah, DuckTales. Yeah, the updated Disney collection. Oh, so I think they added some, like, Goof Troop, which is a game I've never actually played. I'm not really big on SNES, personally. I just never really got into it much as a console. I know the Goof Troop game is meant to be good, I just never played it. Okay, now the enemies are just shooting the instant they get within sight. Or maybe that's just the more aggressive ones, I don't know. But yeah, it is like Commando Raid in the sense that once they start shooting, you can't avoid it. Because you can't move. Which I guess kind of makes sense. At least in the context of the original version of the game. Maybe not this version, but you know. Okay, let's make a deal. If I beat this level and it just goes to the next level, I'm just gonna call it. And if it ends, great. If not, I'm just gonna move on. Because, yeah, I came here to play real games. NES code like real games, but is not. Not real games do not play. Yeah. So now I'm just thinking of Neil Cicierega. Now, I wish the soundtrack for this was Neil Cicierega. That'd be far more preferable. I wish that I could fly. That I could fly. And I could fly. Just like a dragonfly. Yeah, where's Lenny Kravitz when you need him? I want the Milky Way. Just like a Milky Way. See, now I'm just thinking of nonsense lyrics. So it doesn't seem like you can have more than 3 hits. I guess because the game would be too easy. Though, maybe the game's still a little too easy. Oh, we did it! I beat the game! Penta Base complete. Okay, so it does just end after 4 levels. Well, that's fine by me. Ooh, okay. Penta Base complete. A lucky bet. I'm not sure it's so lucky, considering the games I have to play. I mean, on the bright side, I don't have to play these pages again once I'm done with them, and I can move on to the other 38 pages. Where are we? Pobble. What is Pobble? Oh, is this just the game I was playing like a few minutes ago? I think this is the same one. Yeah, so this is literally the boat game, except now it's in the clouds. Like, this is literally the same game. Except it pauses randomly. Maybe that's an issue with the controller, I don't know. But also, wait. Okay, so when I paused earlier, it said pause around E. Which is, interesting. Okay, is the thing going to spawn on the... Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, this is literally the same game. Okay, we're just going to ignore that one. Because I'm not playing that same game twice. Sod that. So, like 18 games in, and I'm already coming across, like, alternate versions of games I've already played. And I think the same is true for Polar Bat. This is basically the tank game. It's not the same game. This one is at least a little bit different. Because instead of destroying bases, you have to, like, just attack all the enemies flying at the screen. Also, I like that they put Kunio on the title screen, even though he has nothing to do with the game. But the sprite doesn't even look like Kunio. Yeah, this is it. Yep, this is the game. Though I suppose it's appropriately wintry, if nothing else. Oh, you can destroy the ice. I suppose that's something. Not that it really matters. Yeah, I mean, this is at least a little bit different to the other games, so I may as well continue playing it. Okay. But, again, there's really not much to this. It's literally shoot and occasionally jump over things. I don't know. It's like they had an idea for a game, and then didn't get around to adding half the ideas they had. It's like, well, we may as well ship it. Who really cares? Ugh. Okay. No, and the shot just kind of disappeared. Yeah, so this one, you'll note, has more than 2 stages as well. They actually made the effort to put more levels into this one. Okay, I may start dying here. We'll see. Okay, I got lucky there. Speaking of getting lucky. Oh, I wish this had Daft Punk on the soundtrack. That'd be cool. Also, yeah, I beat that game in, what, like 2 minutes? Like 3 minutes, if that? Like, that's how long it takes to beat some of these games. Just like... It's like the game barely exists. Though I do enjoy the, the repeated sound effect. But yes, win! Well, at least I can feel like a winner, knowing that I beat 6 Nice Code games on the stream today. Oh no. Okay, I remember this one. I may actually veto this, because I seem to recall this, like, is barely even a game. Like, this one, literally, you press the A button. Actually, can you hold down the... No. I was thinking maybe I could hold down the button, but no. But no, this is the whole game. You just press A. And, yeah. Like, you want to talk about, like, games that barely qualify? Like this. Like, this is, like, the bare minimum that you need to do for you to call it a game. It's like, okay, let's make a game where thing appears on screen and you press the A button. And that's it. I mean, Animal Contest is worse, because at least in this game, you can lose. Like, Animal Contest, you can't even lose the game. Like, literally, it's just... But yeah, this is, like, this is the worst shooting gallery I've ever seen. Yeah, mission completed. Also, yeah, my score 8,000, mission score. You know, fuck this, fuck this music. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, give me the Spider-Man jams. Ooh, maybe I'll get to play the Spider-Man game today. We'll see. So I know you have to avoid hitting the flowers because you lose points. Yeah, this was, like, right near the bottom of the list. Because, again, like, the game, like, almost doesn't even exist. Like, it's literally occasionally press the A button. That's all you do. Yeah, like, this is literally just a worse version of Hitmouse. Like, Hitmouse is more of a game. Like, you have to press more buttons to play it. Just... Ugh. Just like the crack face there. Like, what is the face? Like, that's the closest thing to a redeeming quality this game has. It's just like the the wacky face that the faces pull. Oh yeah, hit mouse. If only this had Destiny of an Emperor music in it. That'd be cool. Actually, no. I seem to recall this game is endless too. Yeah, because I remember seeing people try to play through this game, and I think eventually it gets to the point that the mission score just like glitches out, and then you're just like guaranteed to win every time, and the game never actually ends. So I'm going to play through this level, and then I'm just going to call it, I think. I'm just going to bin this one. Because, you know, no one needs to see... no one needs to see Rural Goblin for more than minutes. Yeah, this game has destroyed my ability to speak. You know, I'm just going to just tap the A button. Yeah! I'm shooting ducks with a piano! Oh, if only. Yeah, this is how I play track and field as well. Actually, I should probably rest my fingers in case I do have to play track and field. Because I know that's on here in some form. Yeah. I was mashing buttons, I still won. Yeah, you know what? Here's about no. Here's about we play some better games. Also, I'm going to have to fill up my drink because it has run empty. So what I'm going to do, we'll see what the third page is. So we've done pages 24 and 27. Let's hope for a page that doesn't start with 2. I'm praying. And the third page is 36. Oh, this may be some interesting games. Okay, so if we go backwards, because Quarth can. 36. Okay, it's this page. Now here, we got some real games. We got some, like, proper games. Yeah, this is what I was looking forward to. Quarth, one of the best games on the system. Like, absolutely obliterates every game I've played so far. Anyway, yeah, once I come back, we'll take a look at Quarth, Ya Jin, Gradius Mystery, Friday the 13th, 634 Ken, Bootcat, Hello Kaidi, Solomon's Key, and Flipple. So, yeah, don't go away. Okay, and we are back with good games this time. Yes, we've had to slog through some nice code nonsense, but now we get one of the best games on the entire console. In fact, this may be a contender for the best game on the system, on this NES Mini clone. Because I do like this game quite a bit. And obviously we've got to play as the Bell Ship. You want to go for unique look. Yeah, they do have actual good games on the system. It's really funny too. I was playing this one recently on my own time, just because it's fucking Quarth, and why wouldn't I? And I was also playing Block Force as well, like the other day, and yeah, I didn't realise just how bad Block Force is until I went back and replayed it. Like, if you die in that game, you have to restart the entire level, and like the later levels are just unfairly hard. It's just, yeah, it's not good. Like, there's a reason no one plays that game. Because when you could play... I mean, when you can play Quarth instead, why would you play Quarth at home, you know? You may also know this game as Block Hole, which is a great name. You know, I've never been able to get very far into this game. As much as I like it, it's just, it's really hard. Like, this is a great game that I will never be able to finish. Let's put it that way. Oh, this is really just a game that I play for score. But, let's see how long I can last on this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Quarth... Oh, sorry, Block Force. I mean, there's something to it, but it's boring, and again, the later levels are just kind of unfairly hard. It's, I don't think it's very good. Like, seriously, this is the game you want to play. Like, you don't want to be bothering with that one. Like, no offense to Huang Xinwei, and I know we're going to see some Huang Xinwei on here eventually. But, yeah, that's not one of his good ones. Oh yeah, Shooting Block, my favourite. You know, I wish I had one of those, like, is it 110 in one or 115 in one? I don't have those. I've got, like, the 64 in one. It doesn't have as many games on it. Like, it doesn't have Quarth on it. I'm going to turn this up a bit on my end, just because I like the soundtrack. Like, this is some prime Konami gems. I'll tell you that. But Konami, like, you know what? They made a lot of great games on the NES. Like, you look back on it. I mean, they had their duds. But when it was on, you knew it was on. That's a really stupid tagline. I hope no one trademarks that. Because you should not be trademarking that. That's really bad. But the gems, though. I mean, the gems alone make this worth playing. Yeah, give me that ×5. I've played the Mega Drive and, like, Master System bonkers games, but I think you might be referring to the SNES game, which I've never played. I know the soundtrack, I don't know the game. Yeah, I'm just gonna mess about here and see how far I get trying to play like this. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those points I just raked in. Yeah, so you can tell I've played this one before. But, yeah, I don't know. I never played the Bonkers game. I know it's meant to be decent, but I just haven't played it. It's, like, it's based on a show that I just didn't care to look into. Wait, all the puntos. All the puncta. Okay, here we go. I do remember this game starts to get quite hard once you get to... Is it level 2? Because this is level 0. But, yeah, eventually they do start widening the playfield, and it becomes a fair bit harder at that point. Oh, oops. It's not what I wanted to do. That should be okay. Ugh. You know, it's a good thing this is not really a game where you need turbo buttons to play it. Because otherwise I'd be a bit sad right now. I mean, the top of the ship looks fine on my end. Like, so the shooting animation, like, that is how it normally looks. Again, I was playing this on my own time the other day, so I know that that animation is what it's supposed to look like. That's not a bug with the ROM or emulation or anything like that. So, yeah, like, that is intentional. It's not a bug. I don't remember what it looks like on the arcade version, because this was an arcade game to begin with. Yeah, there's no cartridge slot or anything like that. Like, the 400 or 300 and whatever games you get built in, that's what you get. You can't add any more. But hey, you know, you get to play Quarth and Rural Goblin. You know, all your favourites. You know. Have you played Rural Goblin today? If not, you're living your life correctly. I do remember one of these levels has kind of an awkward colour scheme that makes it hard to tell. Makes it hard to tell the blocks in the background. See if I can get to that level. So they just have like a weird colour scheme. You know, I don't think I've ever played Buster Bust Loose for more than 5 minutes. Like, I've played the Mega Drive game. Like, I actually beat that game once. I think I even did it on stream now that I think about it. But, no, I never really played the SNES Tiny Toon game. Which, again, I know was meant to be at least okay, but, just didn't get around to it. That's the thing. Like, there are so many games I never got around to. It's part of the reason I'm doing this series. It's because there are some games on this that I haven't really played, or I haven't really played enough to know if I think they're any good. I mean, granted, up until this point I've been stuck with playing nice code, like bad games that I've already played in the past on stream. But this is really what I came to play, just this sort of thing. Again, I can tell you right now, I've played this game enough to know that it is actually really hard, and I've never beaten it. Like, I've played a fair bit of the Game Boy version of this as well. And as good as that game is, I also don't think I'm going to beat that one. Wacky Sports Challenge. You know, I've never played any version of that, because I think that was on Mega Drive as well, but I just never had that game. And I never got around to playing it. Also, yeah, like, this is a game where you've really got to be careful with your button inputs. Like, you press the button wrong, you're dead. That's kind of how this game works. Okay. See, this is where you have to start concentrating a bit. Here we go. Ooh. Maybe I'll need to try that at some point. Get like a 2-player game going on it. So I've got people to play it with, but it's just never a game I've looked into. So, I'm trying to remember what sports it was. It was like basketball and football, and maybe there was like a third sport in there. I can't remember. But I've heard mixed things about it, let's say. Like, I remember some people saying it was good and some said it wasn't. Here we go. Yeah, like, you see how tight this gets? Like, I mean, this is level 1. And I'm already, like, kind of barely making it for some of these. Like, this is how hard it is to try to make combos in this game on the later levels. It's like, you barely get time towards the end of the level. And sometimes, okay, like this E power-up, it just clears all the blocks. So, if there was, like, a cool combo that you could have done, it just makes it so you can't do it. Which is a bit of a shame. Though it can also, you know, allow you to survive, so swings and roundabouts. You know, going from nice code to Konami, like you want to talk whiplash. Okay, the 3 looks slightly off on my TV. I don't know if that's the screen or... No, I think it is the screen, actually, now that I look at it. Because, yeah, the one on the top right corner... Oh, sorry, the other right, yeah, top left corner, shall I say, looks okay. Yeah, Konami made a lot of licensed games in the 90s, because, like, the Ninja Turtles game was, like, a huge hit for them, and they were like, okay, now we gotta do this for every license. You know, we gotta do, you know, Bucky O'Hare, and, like, Monster in My Pocket, and, you know, Zen Intergalactic Ninja and all this. Just... And I know that some of those games are good. I never really tended to get into them, but I know some of them are meant to be quite good. So I don't think I can really do anything with these, can I? I think there's an opportunity for combos. There is kind of a slight Karushi vibe to this, for me, like Intelligent Cube, if you've ever played that. It kind of has a feel of that. The difference is that I was able to beat Intelligent Cube. I could never beat this game. Yeah, see, I don't think I can really do much with combos here, so this multiplier is kind of wasted. Batman in my hair. Oh, I wish this had the Batman ROM hack. I do have that cartridge. Like, I have that game on a cartridge. I just don't have... I don't have it on the system, so... Maybe if I decide to look at my Famicom cartridges at some point, we can look at that. Maybe that's one that's worth doing. Oh, you bastard! Wasn't paying attention. Oh well, I'll take the 3 times multiplier for what it is. Oh, hold on, this isn't going to work. Ugh, they're throwing a lot of red herrings, like just blocks that you can't really make into a square, even though it looks like you might be able to, and then it's like, oh. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Self-played this one before. Yeah, see, like, if there's, like, a hole in the square, it doesn't count. Here we go. Like, I could get a really impressive combo out of this if I'd done it earlier, but I ran out of time. So I kind of just have to do this. Oof. Yeah, I'm glad that this runs at NTSC speed. I like the game running a little bit faster. Just makes it feel nicer. Unless, of course, they happen to be using the PAL version of the game, in which case it feels awful. But, you know, that's just kind of how it works. Yeah, see, here we go. Now, I want points, so I'm going to get the E1 last. Oh, actually, okay, let's not die. Oh, yeah. It's one of those things where you have less time to do that than you think you do. Because, of course, you have to create blocks. It's funny how we've gone from, like, that broken Tetris clone earlier now to a game that's a bit like Tetris, but isn't. And like, there were so many of these in the early 90s. Like Nintendo especially were obsessed with just like, we're gonna make games and call them Tetris even though they're not. No, I think I'm screwed here. Yeah, it's the problem with this game. Like, you don't do the combos exactly as you plan them, then you just lose. Like, sometimes you're actually better off just not going for them at all. Like, I feel like if you actually have any intentions of beating this game, you actually have to just ignore combos completely. I feel like that's, later on, like, the only way to do it. Like, this game is, that's the thing about this game. As good as it is very unforgiving in terms of, like... Yeah, there's not much room for error for most of the game. Like, it's kind of like you mess up once and that's it. And half the time you just have to do this. You kind of have to, like, count everything in your head. Okay. I do wonder what high-level Quarth play is like, because this is not it. Like, I am not a high-level player of this game. I wish I was. It's a game I wish I was good at. Yeah, like, there's a massive difference between this and Block Force. Like, this game actually works. It doesn't force you to, like, reset the whole level if you die once, which is pretty shitty. And, like, I swear, like, I tried playing level 9, and it just seems to be impossible. Like, you gotta do it, like input, you gotta do it flawlessly, otherwise you just lose. Like, you run out of bombs, and then that's it. You know what? Screw it, why not? I'll just do this. But, like, you see how quick you gotta be to do this? Like, I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe I successed. Like, look at all those points. Times 9! Okay, and that's not working. Yeah, that was like... I was like a frame away from, like, losing there, I think. The clutch play. Yeah, see, now I've got to, like, zone in. So if my commentary dies out a bit here, then that's the reason why. Yeah, this is going to be just the Daft Punk stream. Oh. If only these games had Daft Punk in them. Though, to be fair, probably could play with the soundtrack. Like, this is some real top-tier stuff. But, I mean, this is Konami circa 1990, so kind of expect that, really. Yeah, this is the level. I was playing this on an emulator, and I could barely make out the blocks in the background. It actually looks better on this clone system than it did on the emulation. So maybe it's just the way that the... Yeah, it may just be the way that it looks, depending on the color setup that you have. Maybe I just had a bad setup for this game. Just like this lime green and dark blue. It's just... Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, I think I've at least got the high score, if nothing else. Yeah, I like a bit of lime. do some key lime pie, but I don't have any. Oh, you know, if you were to ask me what my, like, 10 favourite, like, Famicom or NES games are, I don't know if this game would be up there, but I'd have to consider it at least. Like, you know, this is a definite contender. Certainly one of my favourite Konami games on the system, even if I was never able to beat it. But yeah, this got ported to a whole bunch of systems. Like I said, this was also on Game Boy, and I've played that version. That version's also really good. I'd say this one is maybe a little bit better, if only because I think presentation-wise, this is maybe a little better overall. Though, yeah, Game Boy version is also very good. I do highly recommend it. But I think that one is kind of arranged a bit differently. Like, I don't know if this game ends. I think it does. Like, you beat enough levels and then the game just kind of just gives you a win screen. We won't be seeing that, but, you know. Has anyone here actually managed to get far in this game? So I think level 4 is as far as I've gotten this. Like, I get to level 4 and then I just kind of lose it. It's kind of where my skills... It's where the limit to my skills comes. I mean, I could skip to level 9, but, you know, since we're just trying to see how far I can get 1 credit, I'm just going to just play this normally. But yeah, like, you see how little room for error you've got already on this point. Because the screen is actually moving deceptively fast, I would say. And yeah, that S power-up actually helps quite a lot. Because, I mean, the S, it stops the screen moving on its own. You kind of need that. Yeah, I mean, like I say, this is one that I do play on occasion. Just because I like it. Here we go. Yeah, give me all those points, Mr. Game. I don't know why I'm talking like that, I'm just being kind of silly, because it's fun to be silly at times. And you know what? I know I'm lingering on this game a bit, but... I mean, after playing... after playing all those nice code games, I need this. Like, this is my, this is my tonic.
Your jibber jabber, you ain't hurt, you pathetic! Ah!
Oh! And I messed up. Oops. Yeah, well, you can be silly in a good way and silly in a bad way. And I try not to be silly in the bad way. But, yeah. Normie, not for me. Oh, hold on. See if I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Again, I mean, even with all the lives that I have in reserve, I don't know if I'm making it past the 4th level, but I can give it a go. It's one of those games where the difficulty really kind of rockets after a certain point. Okay. Ugh. Also, like, note that this level is actually thinner than the previous one. I guess they decided to give you a break for this level. Because they know what's coming. Okay. I think you do get extra lives in this as well. Because I think I have more lives than I started the game with, and I did crash once. Okay, level 4, let's go. Yeah, here we go. Oh no, this might have been the level I was thinking of. Yeah, now you got this weird sort of olive green background. I don't really know what's going on there, but yeah, olive green and like purple. Oh, what's going on there? Okay, here we go. Bravo! This game likes my skills. Yeah, it's kind of where this game changed. I mean, there's not really a whole lot graphically, which I guess is maybe why this game is on here. This, you know, it doesn't really take up much ROM space. Because there's not actually a whole lot in terms of graphics, but you can also say that about Tetris. You know, like Tetris is hardly, you know, a graphical showcase for the NES. Okay. I don't know why I said that. It's the best part of Donkey Kong 64 is just the bit where it says okay at the beginning. Because, you know, that bit is okay, and then everything after that, not so much. I'm trying to think of, like, what are the best and worst, like, block games like this? Oh no, I just think of Tetris 2. I gotta be honest, I didn't care for Tetris 2. I thought it was kind of dull. You know, it's like... I think, like, firstly, like, calling it Tetris 2 was just a bad move, just all round. Because even if it was a good game, people would be saying, you know what, it's just not as good as Tetris. But I just find the game kind of dull on top of that. Maybe you like it, but I wasn't really a fan. It's just kind of like, let's mix the parts of Tetris and Dr. Mario that least go together. Ugh, okay. Yeah, the bulletproof software. I mean, I suppose maybe it's better than that. I don't know. Like, Nintendo, I don't know what it is, but like, they're like puzzle games from like the early 90s. They made so many of them, and for whatever reason, most of them just weren't that good. Not necessarily like they were bad, but they just weren't very interesting. Yeah, Pyramid is certainly worse. Like, I will give Tetris 2 this, it is a better game than Pyramid. Because Pyramid is just kind of broken. I mean, let's just put it that way. Ooh. But yeah, Pyramid wishes that it could be Quarth. Or Tetris. Probably more pointedly, but you know. Ooh. Ooh. I'll tell you this, you press the button one time too many and you'll know about it. You can't get by on button mashing in this game. Like, you gotta carefully carefully plan out your inputs. Here we go. Ooh. I mean, I've played a lot of bad games over the years. I mean, even just today, you know, like I've revisited all those nice code games. And, yeah, not good. Here we go. Oh. Oh no, I did it. Okay, I thought I, like, somehow, like, accidentally lost. But thankfully I was at the end of the level, so we made it. But, I mean, I can tell you the answer right now. Rocky and Bullwinkle, that one's the worst. Like, even the nice code games that I've played today, those games are better than that game. Like, even, like, Contest, which, like, probably barely qualifies as a game, is more of a game than bloody Rocky and Bullwinkle. That's painful. Ugh. Yep, this is where, like, one mistake is just going to end the whole game, pretty much. This is where you just got to be, like, on point. Oh no. I might die. Ooh. Oof. Yeah, see how close that was? I barely started the level. Yeah, I'm getting this by, like, the frame. We're in a frame of, like, losing. Yeah, I mean, Radical Entertainment, as far as, like, officially licensed games go, like, they are the absolute worst. Like, even Imagineering at least had some highlights. Radical Entertainment, like, yeah, like, just all their games were terrible. You know, like, Mario's Missing. I mean, that was just a bad game in concept. Also, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get much further than this, I've got to be honest. Like, again, at this point, it just becomes too unforgiving for me to really survive. Like, basically, it's like you press, like, one button wrong and you're probably lost. Okay. So I should probably stop trying to advance the screen at this point. I think that's also going to get killed. No, and I messed up. Yeah, that's the problem. Don't ever mash the buttons in this game. It's like how to play fighting games in a way where you're not completely rubbish at it. You gotta do deliberate button presses if you want to live. Okay. I mean, I'd be okay with that. Time Busters? That's a good game. It's been a while since I've played it, but I do like that one. Okay, it's the one I had back in the day. I never had Lost in Time or the one with Wile E. Coyote in it. What was that game called? Like Sheep Raider, I think. You got raid the sheep. Also, I don't know how they expect people to like get the crazy combos on these levels when the scrolling is so fast. Unless you can get one of those like S power-ups. It's not really happening. You know, it's kind of a shame is that, like, next month it is actually Friday the 13th, and I'm probably going to end up streaming these games a little too early to be able to play Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th, but that's just how it works out sometimes. Also, I don't think I'm making it. We're not gonna make it! Yeah, saved by the E. Okay, here we go. How fast does the scrolling get on these levels anyway? I'm not actually sure. Nope, not making it. Ugh. So yeah, good luck doing that. Yeah, there's a lot of re-releases nowadays. I mean, I kind of want to try out some new games, but it's a case of also just finding new games that I would want to play. Not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, level 6. Yeah, got more of the lime green colour again. Because they would like that. Oh, here we go. Give me all the points. I wonder what happens if you get over 100,000 points. Like, does the score just glitch out? Probably not, because this isn't a nice code game. I imagine they probably programmed something in for that. But yeah, the classic game where you must do the shooting block. Or shooting, or whatever. Ugh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely re-releases of games where I genuinely do kind of question it. Most of the time, it's fine, but then you see, like, Ren and Stimpy games being re-released, and it's like... Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain that, like, all of those games were terrible. Like, I think that's the general consensus. Like, I know that the Imagineering games were just, like, miserable on basically every level. Just, like, no one in the right mind would ever play them. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, there was one on the NES, which I seem to recall was awful. It was one of the Imagineering games. Though, to be fair, I do remember the SNES game being even worse. I don't think the NES game is on here, so I can at least be thankful of that. You know, it could be a lot worse. I mean, it could not have Quarth on it, and that would certainly make it worse. Yeah. See, I've got in the zone for this one. I say that and I'm about to lose, I think. Yeah. Ugh. Got a lot of lives in reserve and probably need them. Although I think my concentration is starting to wane. Yeah, because, like, okay, how am I supposed to do it when the screen is this fast? Just, yes, no wonder I never beat this game. Again! Yeah, it's like playing Karushi. Get the same pattern again. Again, I can beat Karushi, I can't beat this. Like, this game is, it's too fast. See? So yeah, you try beating this. And then come back to me. Yeah, it's like, okay, how is anyone meant to do it at this speed? It's like, I feel like the only way to beat these later levels is to just ignore the combos completely. Like, you can pretty much only get away with doing it on the early levels where the screen doesn't scroll as fast. Like, they actually give you time to do it. That is a good one. I do like that. Like, what was it? They have, like, covers of like, the comics and, like, a list of the episodes of the TV show as well, I think. I don't know. It's one that I need to spend more time with. Like, I've played some of the games that are on that collection, but I haven't really played the collection itself much as of yet. It's one that I've been meaning to play more of. Because there are some games on there that I do want to play. And in fact, you know, I mean, you saw on the first page of this system that, you know, they do have Ninja Turtles games on here. Yeah, like I say, I think once you get to this point, like, it really is a case of the only way to survive is to just ignore the combos. Like, you basically have to just, like, not even bother. I think that's kind of the problem with this game, is you kind of have to give up on them. Like, maybe it's possible if you've got a second player, but if you're playing on your own, forget it. Yeah. There we go. There's my highest score. Beat that. I do have it on the Switch. Okay, let's play a game that may actually have some kind of end goal. Ya Jin. Okay, we've got more Konami. Okay, I do remember this one. The first level of this game is weirdly hard because like you miss one of these jumps, then you just lose. Yeah, well, to be fair, Quarth is just that good. And, you know, after playing all those nice code games, I kind of needed it. Like, 45 minutes of Quarth. That's kind of what you need after being subjected to rural Goblin and, you know, Penta Base or whatever. But I gotta be honest, I get the feeling I might not be able to beat any of the games on this page. Also, I gotta be honest, we may also be on this game for a while, because I seem to recall that, yeah, this game you get, like, an extra life every time you beat a level in this. I think. Yeah, because I've got 6 lives. I'm fairly certain I didn't stop that many. I have played this game before. I don't know. I may need to have, like... So as I say, I do have, like, vetoes in place for games where I'm, like... yeah, maybe I... Hold on, how do I do this? No, I think I'm messed up. Okay. But yeah, Konami was like, you know what, let's make a puzzle game with that, like, the most annoying enemy from... with the most annoying enemy from Gradius. Which is funny, because Gradius is the next game on this collection, but, you know, that's how it works. Also, apparently you can't hit the enemy from the other side of the screen. It just doesn't work. Okay. I have tried actually beating this game in the past. I remember getting about, I don't know, like 30-something levels, and then I kind of got stuck and never finished it. I don't know, I may actually veto this one just in the interest of trying to play more of these games, because I know that this game would take ages to beat. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is one of those games that I kind of want to try to beat on my own time. It's more for like more arcade style games where sessions tend to be a bit on the shorter side. Yeah, if you want to beat the game with the Konami code. I actually did beat Gradius on stream once. I think I did use the code to do it when I played it on stream. But I did do it. Oh, also you have this thing. Yeah, try to stop me. I don't think so. I'll probably play, I don't know, like 10 levels of this and I think I'll move on. Because again, this game is maybe a bit too long to try to like... this game has a password system for a reason. Like, this is a bit too long to really be playing one sitting, I would say. I forget how this level works. Also, I forgot the enemies actually do respawn in this game as well. Okay, so you can't... Oh. PS1. PS1 was, yeah, one of the first consoles. I mean, I started playing games around the tail end of the 16-bit era. Yeah, see, for me it kind of began with, say, like, Mega Drive and SNES, really. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to beat this level, because I have gotten further into this game before. Trying to see if I can do it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I didn't play any NES Famicom games until until after I got the internet. I just didn't have the system back in the day. Like, my family never had it. You know, as I say, we had the 16-bit consoles. Got to keep the bomb. Except I'm pretty sure you lose it when you beat the level anyway. Oh yeah, I remember this. But, yeah. I mean, as far as puzzle games go of the time, I mean, this is... I guess it has more in common with, like, Solomon's Key than anything else. Which is funny, because, I mean, Solomon's Key also happens to be on the same page as this game. Maybe that was deliberate. So they were like, oh yeah, Solomon's Key. We should probably put that game on here too. Okay, I don't remember how you do this level. Oh, I forgot that happens. Yeah, the rock kills you. Well, it's the same game, isn't it? I don't think there is any gameplay differences between versions. I think it's literally just a different title screen. But anyway, I'll veto that one, and we'll kind of move on. Because again, that game would take ages to beat if you were actually trying to play through it. So we'll leave that one. Gradius, here we go. Like I say, this is a game I have beaten on stream before. Also, the score seems to be a bit glitchy. What's going on there? Oh yeah, this is one of those games where I actually would want to play this with turbo buttons. Unfortunately, I don't have any with this controller. At least the controller itself feels okay to use, but maybe not ideal. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see how far I get without turbo buttons for this game. I think I want the laser. Here we go. Oof. Yeah, give me those bonus points. Missed game. I don't know why I keep saying Mr. Game, as if the game's going to respond. It's a fun thing to say. Just put Mr. at the start of anything. Always feels good. It's my instinct. But like I said, I mean, I have beaten this game before, so I'm not going to feel too upset if I don't really get anywhere with this one. Because I'm like, you know what? I've spent my time in the Gradius mines. Okay, here we go. Okay, and I've got the shield thing, so it should be okay. Mr. Mystic Totem! Or the Moai head, as it's also known. You know, it's funny that we're going from, like, the Gradius, like, puzzle game spin-off. Well, it's not really a Gradius spin-off, is it? It's like just general Konami thing. I do like the fact that the high score is broken, so I can't even beat the high score. Not that it matters, I mean, this is really the sort of game you just try to beat. There we go. Here we have the Famiclone that looks like a Mega Drive, because they want to trick you into thinking that it was really a Mega Drive system, even though it really was not. Okay, not going to get any more of the speed-ups. Also, yeah, this is one of those games, like, you die once and your run is basically done. Unless you use the Konami code, but I'm actually going to try to see how far I can get without that code. Just with today. I want to see my skill. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. I remember with this game. So, the difficulty, or like how aggressive the enemies are, like it varies based on like your power-ups. I think it varies based on how many options you have. Like, the more options you have, the more aggressive the enemies are. So, like, if you die, the enemies are at least a bit less aggressive when you respawn. Also, yeah, unfortunately, the shoot sound is a bit obnoxious with the laser. I seem to recall the double shot is actually better for the next level. So I might actually try to go for that. Yeah. Yeah, laser's better for the first level. Third level, you really want this. Gradius or Nemesis. Well, Gradius, it's like a mistranslation of Gradius. Or, sorry, Gladius. Like, it's meant to be like the Gladius, sword, isn't it? They, like, mistranslated it. Ooh. You know, I do like the, was it Nemesis on Game Boy? That's a good game. I never beat it, though. But, as far as, like, early Konami games go, I'd say it's one of the better ones. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I like having physical games in some cases. Like, more if I like the box art than anything else. You know? Problem with, like, physical games, like, is that with, like, CDs, there really is kind of a shelf life on how good those are, how good the hardware is to run them. Okay, I need to get the shield power-up thing. Yeah, actually, I definitely need that, because I seem to recall this, like, some bastard enemy that's, like, if it hits you, you just instantly die. But, like, you see just how crazy aggressive the enemies are. Like, if you have certain power-ups, the game is just out to kill you. Like, honestly, I don't know. Like, Gradius is one of those games, like, it was good for the time, but it's kind of dated, you know? It's one of those... Like, you play it nowadays, and you're like, I don't know. I like this game, but, like, if you ask me to, like, name my favourite, like, NES or Famicom games, like, I would not put this game among them. Like, I'm like, this is good for 1986. Like, you consider, like, what else was coming out at that time. Because there were a lot of bad games in 86. I mean, that was the year of... Oh, God. This really is one of those games where you gotta hammer on the buttons to get anywhere. Like, this is, like, one thing that I absolutely despise about this era of gaming. The fact that they expect you to hammer on the button. Just terrible. Like, that should have just been, like, illegal. Like, nowadays, like, games don't do that. But, like, they weren't even doing that in, like, the 16-bit era. Unless it was, like, some really shitty, like, European game that didn't really know how these types of games work. I don't know. It's just, like... No, like, this is one of those games where, like, I look at it, and I'm just like... Oh, not this game, but, like... It's one of those design choices that just aged horribly in retrospect. It's like... Yeah, there's a reason why, like, every game like this nowadays has a turbo option. It's because, yeah, maybe you don't want to give the player carpal tunnel syndrome for trying to play your game. Yeah, like, this is... As I say, like, this is why I was considering finding a different controller from somewhere. Just so I'd have the turbo buttons, because there are games like this where you kind of need them. And to be fair, I mean, that third level is, like, nearly impossible anyway. I don't know how anyone's supposed to beat it. Okay, Mystery Quest. Here we go. So here we go, a game that's not from Konami or Nice Code. Here we go, from Carry Lab, who are a bit on the obscure side. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird one. Like, I swear your character looks like a Christmas elf. Like, I don't know if it's meant to be just like a regular elf, but like... Well, look at him. He's got the Christmas colours. It's interesting. And I have played this game a fair bit for, like, the Famicom Disk System version, which is longer and more difficult from what I remember. Like, I remember this power, like... So, you have the ability to run by, like, mashing B, which is slightly odd, but, you know, kind of works. But you can't do that in the Famicom version until you get a power-up. Is there a way to look up your power-ups in this? I don't think there is. No, I think that's something they took out of this. Yeah, because when they converted this game over to the NES, they kind of cheaped out and used like a much smaller like ROM board for the game. Okay, I'm just going to avoid the power-up, because if you touch that water, you instantly die. So let's not do that. I want to at least get to the castle and then die. Because trying to do that on the first try is not easy. I kind of like this game a little bit, though. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, nowadays, possibly just for accessibility reasons or whatever, but nowadays it really is kind of just the standard to have turbo buttons. And for good reason. Like, you don't want to be playing games like Gradius without that. Because it is painful. Like, I don't know. I feel it always just was an unnecessary extra challenge. I mean, yeah, like, make the game harder, whatever, but there are far better ways to increase the challenge than to just impair the controls. I always thought that was just kind of like a bad thing all around. Yeah, see, that was kind of normal. I mean, even with, like, official consoles, like the Turbo Graphics, and, like, later versions of the PC Engine, like, you also had just, okay, I forget how this works. Yeah, like, even with those, like, they gave you turbo buttons from the box, because they knew that not having that was probably not the best thing. But, yeah, as I say, I mean, should I dig out, like, a different controller? Because it is a standard 9-pin one, so I assume it's a case where I can just plug in any Famiclone controller and it will work. And to be fair, it's not like you'd be able to see the controller on screen anyway, so... And, again, if you touch the water, it's, like, instant death in this game. It's kind of weird like that. Also, you got, like, nice bonuses. So now I'm invincible! Yeah, see, I've played this one before. By the way, that pit doesn't kill you. Actually, does that give you more health? I want to check that now. Yeah, so this is essentially the second half of the game. No, I was hoping that would give me more health, but... Or, like, it would extend my health bar, but I think I need, like, a power-up in the castles to do that. Vince! Yeah, shout out to all the Vinces out there. Vince Offer, Vince Vaughn, or, Vince... I was about to say Vince Lintz, but I'm thinking of Lance Vance. Just completely different. Yeah, here we go. By the way, I think you only get one life in this game, so, let's see if I can make this jump and not die immediately. Because the jumps in this are not easy. Like, this kind of plays a bit like Super Mario Brothers, but not exactly the same. Like, it's definitely, it doesn't control quite on the same level, let's say. And I seem to recall that a lot of the challenge of the castle areas is that they tend to be a bit cryptic. In terms of, like, what it is you're actually supposed to do. Because you can shoot through the walls, but you can only shoot forwards. So, like, I know these blocks below me can be destroyed, but I can't shoot down to destroy them. Here we go. So, there's like a boss here somewhere. Yeah, this is it. I never figured out how you meant to do this without just taking loads of damage. Kind of just a case of hope for the best. Here we go. So, we got the key. I don't remember, because, yeah, there's like multiple doors that have keys in them. I think it's the one on the right. Actually, no. I think you can break these, can't you? Nope, maybe not. Oh wait, no! You can shoot up, can't you? But you can't shoot down, which is kind of weird. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, so I collected the Roll of Magic. I forget what that does. I think that maybe increases my, like, shooting distance or whatever. Oh, hold on. Was I supposed to go up? Possibly. Super... Wait, why did they call it Super Barbie? Like, your character isn't even a girl. Like, I don't understand that at all. Yeah, I'm playing the classic game Super Barbie. I mean, it's better than the regular Barbie game, to be fair. Because that Barbie game on the NES, that is not a great game. Hardly the worst thing on the NES, but still not really worth it, I would say. What happens if I go through this door? I can't remember how this works. Oh. No, I went through the wrong door. Great. See, this is annoying, because now I have to fight the stupid boss character again. But I think the power-up I just got, I think that actually kills the bosses quicker. Which is nice and convenient. Also, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the audio is a little bit off on this. Oh, hold on. Am I supposed to go... No. I was again, am I supposed to go left? I don't remember what to do. Yeah, see, this is the problem with this game. Like I say, the castle areas are more cryptic than anything else. Like, that's really where the challenge comes from. It's not really... I think I'm supposed to go through here, aren't I? Nope. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this is how I do it. Yeah, like, you know, some of those, like, weirdness where it's like, you know, you're on level 2N, then 2M, and all this. I don't know. I'd say this game is interesting. It's maybe worth trying out. But it's, yeah, obviously it's no Super Mario Brothers. Although, to be fair, you could probably say that for, like, pretty much any platformer on the system. Yeah, so, I don't know what the flows do. I think you just get points. But I don't think the points actually do anything, so... you tell me. Oh, no! Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't make that jump, so... I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, no, you can. You just gotta be fast. Can't remember how this works. Oh, hold on. No, I remember. Yeah, you gotta... See, this is so awkward. Especially because you actually do lose health, like, gradually. Maybe not as bad as some other games, but... yeah, it kind of gradually goes down on its own. Yeah, he just, like, randomly didn't jump that time. I don't know if maybe you have to hold down the A button for it to work. But it's cryptic. I agree. It's cryptic. Well, it's coming up to 6 PM. You know what? I think I got time for one more. Yeah. I mean, do I dare play Friday the 13th? I mean, I suppose I could do these games in any order I like, but I'm going to do them in the order they're shown on the page, and I suppose next time we could do such classics as 634 Ken, Boot Cat, Hello Kaidi, Solomon's Key, and Flipple, and then we'll go from there. But I think we're going to end today with Friday the 13th. You know, I've played this game, but not recently. Ooh. I do like this theme. Like, I know this game is infamous, but I don't think it's bad as people say it is, actually. I mean, especially considering, you know, the games I played at the start of the stream. Like, you compare this to... I mean, this is a masterpiece compared to those games. But, yeah, here we go. Use the torch to light the fireplaces. Thank you. I forget exactly how this works. It's been a while since I've played it. Hold on. So, yeah, I want to get the light. I don't think the light really does much of anything. Like, you can light the fireplaces, but I seem to recall it's not really worth it. I mean, you're better off just getting, like, a dagger. Which spawns if you kill enough enemies, I think. See if that works. Sometimes the enemies just decide that they don't want to spawn. Yeah, here we go. So now we've got to fight Jason. And the Jason parts are interesting. Yeah, here we go. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with a shitty rock. So I seem to recall if he dashes towards you like really fast, he hits you twice usually. Maybe not. There is a pattern to it. Like, you can predict it. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I know it's possible. But also, the characters, I should point out, are also far from equal in terms of strength. Basically, yeah, Chrissy and Mark are, like, far better than all the other characters. So if you lose them, you're in trouble. Like, they're the ones that you kind of want to hold on to. Also, I don't know, like, why Jason is killing the kids. Like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't... Like, he actively didn't kill them in the film. Oh, hold on. Okay, this place doesn't have a fireplace, does it? Because it's, like, one of the smaller houses. The big ones on the map, those are the ones that, yeah. Okay, let me... I'm just going to try to see if I can get, like, the super good weapons early on. Oh, also, sometimes the game does this. Okay, well, at least I got that. Now, there is a certain path through the forest, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, hold on. Now, I remember. Yeah, there's, like, a bit of, like, background. There's, like, a slightly different... Like, you can't tell from looking at it, but it's, like, if you press down at a certain spot, then you can go in. Also, it's interesting, like, this was made by Atlas, and... Ooh. Yeah, he doesn't move when you're in the houses, he kind of just stays there and waits for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I never figured this part out, I just kind of fumble around. Maybe if I actually tried to beat this game, I would have to look that up. Something to do, I suppose. I know you press up on a certain part and it works. But I can't remember what the telltale sign is. Yeah, I'm just going to wander around this bit. And hope for the best. Also, I don't know what causes the knife to spawn, because you kind of need that. Yeah, next month and March. Unfortunately, as I say, we're a bit too early for that. Well, that's not this bit, isn't it? No, I can't remember what it is. I think you just have to pay really close attention to, like, the background. But yeah, I mean, if... Basically, with the children getting killed, as long as they don't all get killed, you're fine. You can just leave a couple of them. If only this game had that sound, that'd be cool. Yeah, also, like, good luck finding your way out of this place. It's just like... We're the world's most confusing maze, and just stuck it in the game. There's something to do. Yeah, here we go. So now, I think I'm on the other side. Yeah, I don't know how it did that. Also, yeah, you probably want to avoid those houses in the lake, because if you have to go there, you're kind of screwed. Oh, here we go. Give me the... Wait, is that key? I can't even tell what that is. Oh, I think that's like the key so that you can fight Jason's mom, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, and it appeared on screen for like a second, and Yeah, I guess I missed it. Oops. Do none of these houses have fireplaces? What's going on? I know that's that's at least a thing. It probably is one of the better LGN games, just because at least it's got, like, interesting ideas. A lot of them kind of don't. Oh, hold on. I think it tends to just spawn randomly if you jump. That's what I haven't really been doing so far. Wait, is this not the house I was supposed to go into? Like, did he just, like, switch houses while I wasn't looking? Oh, wait, it's on the other road, isn't it? Great. Yeah, and I can't even see who it is. Well, whoever it is probably screwed. Okay, I do remember how you meant to do this bit. Also, yeah, the wolves jump over them. This is why you want a fast character, just so you can easily avoid them. Oh, here we go. I got the knife. Oh, and I got an even more effective one. Cool. Yeah, see, now I can just kill them in one hit. Which is actually really useful. But now I just gotta get the fuck out. Oh. Okay, I forgot that you drop like a rock in this game. Yeah, and since I like lost the two best characters, I'm basically screwed. Because, yeah, you kind of need them to have, like, any chance at this game. The other four characters are pretty much useless. Like, you see just how slow this character is compared to the one I was just using? Yeah, like, there's no way that I'm making it there in, like, 50 seconds. Also, like, half the time you can't even tell what direction you're going. Like, I think what would have fixed that actually would have just been, like... Oh, okay, I didn't want to do that. I think, honestly, what would have fixed that would have been a compass. Like, just having a compass visible on screen would have actually helped a lot for this game. Because, like, the map makes it really confusing. Like, you can't tell, like, what direction you're going in relation to what the map is. And, yeah, it doesn't really work. I think that's the problem with this game. Like, it's got a lot of interesting ideas, they just don't really come together. You know, it's like the combat with Jason is a bit too basic. The characters are way too unbalanced. Like, some of them are just straight up way worse than others. And if you lose, like, the good characters, you may as well just stop playing. Because, like, you're not beating the game. Like, with these characters that I have left, like, there is no way I'm beating the game with these. Because you kind of need Mark, and you need, like, Chrissy. Like, they're the only characters worth using. The rest of them, you may as well not even bother. Like, you can pretty much treat those as entirely expendable. Like, Paul is, yeah, kind of rubbish. But I don't know, it just feels like there's just too much busy work in this game. Like, I'm not sure if the, like, whole Jason's, like, out killing dudes. It's the kind of thing, like, I get what they were going for, I just don't think it quite works. I don't know. It's one of those things, like, there's ideas, but they don't entirely work especially well. I mean, the soundtrack in this is very hit and miss. Like, this track is quite good, but, like, the main theme that you hear, like, while you're running around is way too repetitive. Like, that's really the problem with it. Actually, if I go inside that... Oh, Yeah, give me the knife. Here we go. So where's Laura? Okay, is that like way on the other end of the map? Actually, can I just switch? No, I don't think you can. Oh yeah, okay, you can. I'd forgotten there was actually a thing you can do in this. Yeah, actually I seem to recall Laura's actually okay. Like, her actually moves fast, it just doesn't jump as high as the other ones. Actually, maybe that's, like, the secret. Maybe just, like, stick all the characters in one part of the map, and you can do it. Problem is, you can't move the kids. And I know if you lose all of them, then you'd, like, game over. Yeah, it's like, what happens if I try to light up the fireplace? Well, apparently I found all the cabins that don't have a fireplace in them. So, well done me. I do like the day to night transitions, though. They actually look pretty good for the NES. You know, like, it's a really weird thing. You know, LGN were infamous, but they got some talent to work on the games. Although, yeah, like, the idea of, like, you just have, like, generic, like, movie monsters that you have to fight, as well as Jason, is a bit silly. Let's be honest. Or maybe less silly, but more just unnecessary. Let's put it that way. Okay, and now suddenly he just has like a machete. Is it because it's nighttime? I don't know how that works. Also, yeah, like these fight sections, they really are kind of like just, I don't know, like, it's like they tried to make Punch-Out, but didn't really flesh it out enough to where it works nearly as well as Punch-Out. I'm not saying that the combat is necessarily that bad, it's more just kind of, there's room for improvement, let's say. Okay, does this one have a fireplace in it? Might have been one I tried earlier. Yeah. It's kind of weird how, like, so many NES games had this kind of into-the-screen view when it doesn't really excel at it. Okay, here we go. Ugh, got a better weapon at least. Actually, maybe this is the cabin that has it. Also, like, they couldn't turn the lights on. You know what this game needs? It needs, Yeah, there we go. So you light up the fireplace. But I think one of the cabins you have to go to do that is, like, it's hidden in the woods, isn't it? Also, like, I'm trying to, like pause the game and it's not even letting me do that. Like, I can go to the, like, pause screen on all the other menus, but this time it's just not letting me do it for some reason, which is odd. And I don't really know why. Yeah, so I think... See, this is confusing. Like, I think I have to move right to move to the left. And I don't really understand that. Oh, no. Yeah. So now I can kill the enemies in 2 hits rather than 3. But I think it is a case of you kill enough enemies and then you're fine. Okay, I didn't mean to go in the building, but whatever. Probably a good way to avoid the enemies, actually. It's just... Yeah, just hop into the building because they can't get you from there. Okay, I don't know why I'm even trying to collect that. It's not like the game has a score system. Okay. Well, Laura's got more health. So let's do it that way. The problem is he has, like, way too much health. In fact, like, it's one of the big problems with this game. Very similar to, like, Jaws on the NES. Because with Jaws, like, you basically have to, like, level up, like, a whole bunch of times to be able to kill it. And even then, you still gotta do, like, the other bit at the end, and then you actually beat the game. Like, I've beaten that game before. I never beat this one. This one's just kind of too hard for me. I don't know. I never had the patience to fully figure this one out. Yeah, it really is like they tried to make Punch-Out with the fighting sections. I don't know. I get the feeling that like maybe they just weren't given enough time to, like either time or resources. I'm not sure which, but yeah, time or enough ROM space to do what they really wanted to with the game. Though there are certainly things where I'm like, okay, it's a bit silly. Like things like you have these like zombies or whatever they're supposed to be, you know, because Friday the 13th famous for its zombies. I mean, are they zombies or are they just like the chupacabra? I can't even tell. But I might as well try to light the fireplaces. It's not like I've got anything to lose. It's like, you know what, just... Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay, take the note. Go into one of the cabins! Great. One of the cabins by the lake? Okay, I think I get it. I swear this character jumps lower than the other ones I was playing as. I don't know. I do know they have different stats, though. Like, I mean, the movement speed makes that pretty obvious. Also, yeah, good luck getting your health back as well. Yeah, you know, I'm not even going to bother with that, with that one. You know, the ones by the lake, they can pretty much get stuffed. Because it is not worth going into the lake in this game, because you just get killed. Because you can't really effectively avoid getting hit. Like, that's kind of the problem. Okay, which cabin do I need to go into? I just have to desperately try not to get killed by birds. Also, yeah, you can get your weapon downgraded if you're not careful, so... Gotta keep an eye on that. Well, if Jason catches me here, I'm dead. Unless I can get some, like, health power-ups. But I don't think it's happening. Because I feel like it's one of those things they only show up in certain areas. And, yeah, I'm not really seeing what it is I'm supposed to do. Like, what the hint was for. But, like, at least they have a hint system. Like, an LJN game having that kind of feels above and beyond for them. Again, I know LJN didn't make the game, but... feels like they didn't really have much in terms of quality control. Just trying to see if anything happens, but... No, okay. There's a bit of a Goonies 2 vibe with this, like, at times. Ugh. Yeah. And then you're stuck with these two characters who are pretty much useless. They move way too slow to really do much of anything. I think it's the problem. Like, your weapons just kind of suck to begin with. And you can't really do much as a result. Like, yeah. I mean, you could barely make the jump. Like, I'll tell you right now, like, George, I want to say is the worst character in the game. Like, he's slow and can't really do a whole lot. I think he at least jumps a little higher than, yeah. I do know that there are, like, rocks here on the bottom that look slightly different. Like, there's, like, a 1 pixel difference. You gotta figure it out. And I do know there's, like, a hint in the game that tells you. But, yeah, good luck figuring that out. Again, it just kind of feels like random chance. I don't know. This is like a game where if you want to play for it now, you may as well just look up like a map that just tells you where all the exits lead to. Because the game doesn't tell you half of them. See if I can like overload the sprite limit. Because it's funny. I mean, something to do in it. Also, like, what is with, like, Paul's face? Like, on the top of the screen? I can't tell if he's, like... I can't tell if he's, like, smirking just a little bit. It's like, yeah, I'm the last one alive. Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of, like, the horror movie trope of the black one gets killed first. Okay, can I actually find like what the hint was talking about? Because I want to at least try to figure that out. Obviously, I'm not going to beat the game, but like not even close. Yeah, I don't know why they're all hiding in the stupid like house. So yeah, we're gonna hide in the house that's hardest to get to. So if you have to save us there, you're screwed. Yeah. See, that's why you don't want to go in the lake at all, is because the game does that. But, yeah. You and your friends are dead. Game over. Like, I can't believe it. It's like, nobody ever dies in Nintendo. You know, they're either defeated or they, like, turn into a little item and float away. But this game... You know, we have a game that comes out and has the balls to tell you you're dead and your friends too. Yeah. See, now I'm just thinking of the AVGN episode of this game. Because that game over screen is the best part, let's be honest. Also, I do apologise for the flashing screen. I'm just going to go onto this screen so it doesn't flash anymore. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll call it that for the stream. I mean... You know, 400 games. I've done 25 of them. And, yeah. Got more games to go. Another 370 whatever. Possibly slightly less than that. So what have we got? 634 Ken, Boot Cat, Hello Kitty, Solomon's Key, and Flipple. You know what, like, I don't think the randomizer thing is really going to work all that well going forward, because it's going to keep randomizing the same pages I've already done. So what I'm probably going to have to do is just do, like, a list on my end. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But, well, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all for being here. It makes it worth it. But, yeah, next time we're going to play such classics as 634 Ken, you know, my favourite Ken, the 634th one, Boot Cat, Hello Kitty. That's not even like a typo or like a mistranslation. It's just like they just spelt it wrong. But yeah, let's see how I do on these games next time, and then hopefully, with any luck, we can get a stream where I don't have to play any nice code games. Fingers crossed. I mean, there are, what, 40 pages? And like a third of... Well, no, like a quarter of them are like nice code. So, with any luck, I won't need to play any more of those. At least, a little bit more. Anyway, I will leave you all to your evening. And until then, I will see you later. So, good night.